to love. So you really want to know you. Good morning. Hey, Hondo. There's nothing else on? No other box you can go into so you can show your sexy body in bed? Oh, thank you, Hondo. You said it in English, too. Good morning.
I always saw some sexy body
What'd you say, sexy guy?
I'm be showing my body in bed. I'm on my way to
Yes.
work.
You said not in here? That means in other places?
No, I just don't be showing my body. I just know. I be in bed a lot of times when I be on live, and sometimes I cut my camera on, sometimes I don't.
That's kind of, bro, I don't understand how you could be, I don't think I've ever been, make it clap to this. All right, Alexa, volume 2. I don't think that I've ever been on live in my bed. Ever. Now I'm in my bed. Ever. Now I might be in the chat. I might be in chat talking shit. But to actually get up on a box and start having a conversation with somebody while I'm in bed, I don't think I've ever done that. Is it just more comfortable for you that way? Because once you up and you doing shit?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
I ain't trying to be. I don't pay too much attention to being in the boxes and all that shit. I be moving.
You be moving. And so I said it before. I was saying that I miss. Did you hear me when I said I miss you DJing because you be playing my music?
I'm gonna come back and start back playing your music. I got you.
I love it because you don't hear this music anywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be making love. Everybody want to make love.
It ain't almost even about that. Just they play the new shit. Be like it's like the same shit over and over. Everybody saying the same shit.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't know any song past 2006. 2006 is my limit. Any new song? People be talking to me about new song, but I don't know that song unless I heard it on TikTok. That's probably the way I know it.
Yep.
You want to answer the question of the day since you up here?
What's the question, baby?
Okay, so advocacy, right? So okay. So my question is, when was the last time somebody advocated for you?
Shit. 3 days ago.
They what?
3 days ago.
Wait, hold on. Let me move out the way. I can't. I'm listening to the song more than I'm listening to you. Hold on a second. Let me move my phone, baby. Okay, say that again.
Oh yeah, no, it was 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Damn, that's what you were saying. I had to make you say it 5 times. I'm sorry. Okay, so
Oh no.
So 3 days somebody advocated. Tell me.
Actually, it was just like dealing with me applying for a contract or whatever, and it was going by word of mouth. And the person that said about that I do good service, and they said, you know what?
That's a great fucking example. Thank you, DJHondo. That's a great fucking example of advocacy because it's true. A lot of times it's about word of mouth, right? Or even now, even more important, like nowadays with reviews and Google reviews, that shit is so important for people to do. So because then you get recommended from other people, then you just get more connection. It's all about networking, right? So I love that. Oh, I love that you even gave me that example because sometimes people are. Well, it's so easy to talk about what you do for other people. Say that again.
I'm sorry, my job had called me, but yeah, I was me bidding for a contract or whatever, and the person didn't know me or whatever, so they called some of my references or whatever, and I called them and they said, yeah, I do good work, and they gave me the contract.
I love that. I love it, and it's a big contract.
Yes.
I don't even know what you do, DJHondo. I know that you volunteer, and I know that you DJ.
So
And now I know you married.
my father. Yeah. Well, we I own 12 buses or whatever, small charter buses. Yeah, 55 passenger motor coaches.
55.
Like
Let me vision it. What's a 55?
like the Like the buses that take people out of town and stuff like that, like charter buses.
That's a good idea. Really?
Yeah,
And you have
so
how many?
me and my dad, 12. I got 5 in Florida and 6 up here in
You
Virginia.
got where does the Florida one go to?
From Miami to Jacksonville to Tallahassee, Orlando, and Tampa.
So I could take a bus from Tampa to Miami?
Yes, you
Oh, shit.
can. No, but
Huh?
it's gonna be you gonna pay for one bus and you just by yourself.
Oh, okay, I got it. So okay, so you rent a
We do mostly charters. We do
oh,
charters, and then we work for FEMA when it's natural disasters.
I love that. I mean, I don't love that you have to that FEMA happens, but I love that you get paid for FEMA.
Oh yeah, good. What you say? Nice check.
I would believe and it's guaranteed. You know what I mean? You don't got to really
Nice
fuck around
money.
with it. Yeah, I get that. I love that. I love that.
We just came back from Texas, though.
Say that
A
again?
lot of my workers just came back. 5 of my buses just came back from Texas.
From Texas.
So I gotta
Wow,
get
5
them.
buses?
Yeah, I had to go get them. They gotta get detailed when they get back to Miami.
Oh, damn, who were you so you charter, that means that's like they were all in the same group of people?
Yep. Yeah, they was working on that. That it was dealing with the flood and everything like that. They was working with
Wow.
that.
That's nice, Hondo. Okay,
Yeah.
Hondo. And so now you got a contract like that? This new one you got?
No, the contract I just got was to drive from Miami to North Carolina. 3 buses every day. Every 2 days, 3 buses go to North Carolina and back to Miami.
Ow. Okay, I like that. Hondo, how did you come up with this idea? Is it a family thing?
It's a family thing. My dad turned it over to me and my brother, so me and my brother is running it
Oh,
now.
I love it. Is that what you wanted to do? Is that what your brother wanted to do?
Yeah, yeah. I do not want. I love sitting on my ass making money.
Shit, you like sitting on your ass being on TikTok. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and while I'm on TikTok, I'm making money.
I get it. And I think a lot of people do too. I think that's the reason why they had so much free time. But okay, so damn, okay, that's nice. Okay, so how long was your dad doing it for?
My dad had a heavy duty construction company for going on 20 years or what have you. So we transitioned into this because my dad was getting ready to retire. So my granddaddy's always had the charter tour line. So we said
Oh,
let's start doing that, so we don't have to do
I love
construction for
that your
forever.
granddaddy did that.
Yeah, so that's
Please,
what
I
we
love that.
started doing. Huh?
I said I love that. Do you get you a when you volunteer and work with kids? You get that from your dad and your granddad too?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
So what we do or whatever, like I'm more over DOT and everything, making sure these
Your phone
drivers
is
have
breaking up,
everything they
baby.
need or whatever.
Hey, good morning,
And
Gwendolyn.
I said I'm more of the day to day with the drivers. My brother, he's in the office, and then my baby sister, she does payroll.
Oh, you got your sister involved in it too?
And my
She
dad got all
married?
his kids involved.
I love it. Is she married though? Does she got to be involved? Does she scream at you guys on everything? Is she the one in charge?
Oh no, she don't play. She don't play about that money.
Oh, okay.
Baby girl don't play about that money. Let you know in a
So it's
heartbeat, this
good money.
company owe us. Yeah, she'll email a company in a heartbeat if they ain't pay. If you
I
don't
love it.
pay, my driver stop.
That's good. Well, good. So
Yeah,
so baby sisters are usually the toughest, by the way. I'm a baby sister.
yeah, yeah.
That's what.
That lady is like iron. That lady don't bend when it comes out of that money.
Really, DJ Hondo?
Yeah,
Okay.
my little sister is a
Hey,
version of my
Sam.
daddy.
Is she worse than your daddy?
Yeah,
Usually not.
she's
She's
worse.
daddy's girl.
Yeah, she is the daddy's girl.
That-
Like she can't do no wrong with my daddy. Having fucking goddamn board meetings.
That's
Jasmine be all wrong and shit. They be
yeah.
like, bro, Jasmine so good. I'm mad as hell.
Daddies are with their girls. That I mean, ain't nothing like a dad. Like you always say, like, oh, it takes a man to raise a man, but I really think it takes a man to raise a little girl, because I think it gives they
She's a
don't.
baby, so she get away with murder.
Oh, I'm sure I know I get away with murder. That's the reason why I talk so much
Damn,
shit
Jasmine,
now.
30-something years old, still getting away with shit.
I think, yeah, she's gonna keep on getting away with shit. That ain't gonna
Yeah,
end.
all my daddy did was buy his sons trucks for their birthday. Like my 40th birthday, my dad bought me a F-350 or whatever. Bought
That's
my brother
nice.
one too. So then he said, you know what? Then he went out and bought Jasmine a goddamn Mercedes S550. I said, ain't this about a bitch?
Because what you want her to get a truck too?
Oh no, I got love my truck now. My truck, this
I
big
know, but
old
what's
truck.
she supposed to do? You want her because I would think it's the same amount of money. That 450 is
Nah.
actually.
Oh no. Jasmine car cost almost $90,000. My shit barely cost 60 grand.
Oh my god, you're both spoiled. You're both fucking spoiled.
No, but
I ain't
me and
never
my
had my mother's
sister, me and my
2001
baby
Toyota
sister,
Corolla.
we don't ask for shit. Like we the kids that like, daddy, we don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. I'm straight. I don't need no money. And then so for my birthday, he said, I'm gonna get you something that you was looking at when we went to Ford to go buy the other buy my truck or whatever. So when I came to my mama house for my birthday, I seen a big ass truck out there
I
with a
love
boat
that.
that had my name on it. So I was like, well shit, well thank you, daddy.
I love that he did that. I always tell my mother too. My mother be like, some people just want to stay, hold on to
My
their money,
mama
hold on to their money.
discovered because he always talking about I'm the workaholic. Like shit on holidays, I still be working. I don't be giving a fuck. I gotta make sure the company's still running. Shit. And
Right.
they
That's what
you
you need. You got a lot
you
of money.
retire next year, so I'm gonna be the chief officer. So I gotta make sure I know what the hell I'm doing when I'm talking to certain these companies that you've been talking to.
I get
So that's
what. I love that though. Hondo, that's good
yeah.
that what it is that you didn't become spoiled and just took it for granted that your dad was gonna take care of everything. Like you came up with a plan how you gonna do it
Boy,
on your own.
I wish I was spoiled. Shit, I'm the child that they
You
always
are
say, "Oh,
spoiled. I don't give a
Honda,
shit. You are
Xavier
spoiled,
do it."
Hondo.
That tell me in a heartbeat. Oh, work. I ain't got to worry about work. My Xavier do it. Shit, everybody be taking off and going on vacation. I'm still working. I take a vacation.
That's probably when you get the most money on vacation on holidays, right? I can't, Hondo. You probably make more money on the holidays anyway, don't you? Your phone's breaking up, baby. That's why I don't know why you keep on
Yeah,
stop
but
moving around in the
I'm
bed.
not driving. If I have to drive, I'm pissed.
You're only on 2 bars. I can't hear nothing.
Cause I pay. We paid. Hold on. You can hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear better. You still on 2 bars.
Hello.
Yeah, now you better.
Yeah. So if I have to drive, if I gotta drive, everybody in a fucked up predicament. I'm cussing and fussing and everything.
All right, so when you saying you working on the
I,
holidays, what are you doing?
when I'm working, majority of the time I'm on the highways, just riding, just see what they doing or whatever, like
Are you
making
serious?
sure everything all right. Or
You be spying
yeah,
on them?
hell yeah, shit.
Wow,
Oh
who's
my
driving the buses?
god. Yeah. Well, I be incognito like a motherfucker.
Are you serious?
See, they know my truck, but they don't know my Challenger. So if I'm in the Challenger, they don't know it's me.
Now, that's crazy. Why do you do that for? Did you have a situation that you had to not trust anybody?
It's called always protect what's yours. Like we got cameras in the buses and outside the buses, but still sometimes you gotta do pop-ups.
That's crazy. I mean, that's not crazy. I understand it.
Yeah.
I definitely
They get
understand.
mad all they want. Shit.
I don't care.
I
They
ain't
get
gonna let
mad. They get paid. They get paid regardless, whether you watch them or
this
don't.
gravy train. I ain't gonna let nobody fuck this up.
Called asset management.
That's right. Good morning, Charles.
Asset management. Good morning. I just came up in the bus because it kept freezing on me, and I thought I think it was my service.
I don't know if it's your service or it's just me because that if it keeps on freezing, that's probably because they keep on reporting me like you reported me yesterday.
Oh, here you
Oh
go.
Lord.
Really quick,
I know. I wasn't
DJ,
even doing
I want to
nothing.
say, DJ, I'm proud of I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Isn't that a fucking
that's a
awesome
legacy
idea
business.
too? You don't hear
That's
that
freaking
often.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm in corporate management, and I've been in corporate management for a long time. So if you do ever have any questions about stuff like that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer questions.
No problem.
I
Knowledge
love
is
that.
power. So I knowledge. Even though right now I'm studying to get my GC license or whatever. So
What's a
and I'm gonna
DC?
sit there. GC, I'm gonna be a general contractor. So because my dad got his license, my brother got his, and my other brother has his as well. I was just wasting my time. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish taking the test or whatever and pass it. I'm gonna pass it with flying colors. I know all the
You can take a
answers.
test. It's like a certification.
Yeah, it's a certification to be a general contractor.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So yeah, me personally, I love sitting on my ass making money or whatever. But if I
I know.
have
I
to
can.
get my hands dirty, I get these hands dirty. I drive a bus from
Still
here to goddamn
driving.
California if I have to.
You're still driving though. I mean, you just
Yeah.
drive luxury your
One thing
own
about
car.
CDLs, you don't lose CDLs until you're dead and gone.
Is that true?
That's true. That is
Does it
true. I
mean?
still have my CDL even though I'm in the corporate office. You bet.
You do not
Oh,
lose
I didn't know
CDLs unless
that.
you're dead or gone, unless you got outstanding points. Other than that, CDL stands for forever. Forever.
Mm.
As
Only
long
way
as
to
you keep
take
it
it.
maintained, you keep your medical card
Yeah,
up,
as
you can
long as
have
you
a
ain't got
CDL for the rest of your life.
no catastrophic accidents,
So you don't have to like. So you don't have to like recertify anything.
you just gotta renew them every
If you
five
want
to 10
driver's
years.
license.
Yeah, just every
You
driver's
renew it
license.
just like your driver's license, but you have to maintain a medical card. That's what
No, I
That's
used to
all.
requires.
drive a yellow cab, and I used to have one of those little cars so I could drive. So I could drive. Do they do that? Oh, they probably don't even do that no more because everybody's
Yeah,
Uber
they still
driving
do
now.
that for health and safety cards
You have to have it.
and things of that nature.
Do they expire?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
If
Yep,
your
your
medical
medical
card
card
expired, your license expired.
okay. I guess so. I don't know. Not like I'm gonna drive cabs.
One thing I do tell my
It's
drivers, I
impressive.
tell them, take care of yourself. Make sure your health is in point. If you need to take days off, take days off.
What are
We
you
got
talking
enough
about?
drivers.
Hey, call me. No, I'm talking about the stupid car that says that you have the license to drive other passengers.
Oh yeah, chauffeur's license.
Yeah. That does that expire?
Yes, that
So
does.
Oh,
the chauffeur's license is just so the idea of what you had in New York, the chauffeur's license is the same thing as what we have for passenger for buses. It's called a passenger endorsement on a CDL.
Yep.
It's equivalency to what you're talking about with your chauffeur's license for a cab is exactly the same as a passenger endorsement for
Yeah.
your
See,
CDL.
because some states want to be sticklers and make you get commercial license and then you gotta get chauffeur's license. That's dumb. So why would I get a commercial license when it has passenger endorsement? Why would I have to get a chauffeur's license? That is
that is dumb because they
not
want.
redundant.
That's why DOT made it national, where it's now just required to have a passenger endorsement, but you have to go through and get a passenger endorsement.
Got to. It's a must.
Yep, you have to have it. You have to go through the test and everything.
Alexa, stop. My Alexa's going. Alexa,
But
stop.
they with having CDLs or whatever, there's always money to be made. You always have a job or a
That's
career.
right.
I'm just
Always
lazy.
have a job or a career. Like some people I know just turned 40 and just getting doing over the road at the age of 40.
What's over the
That's what-
That's
road?
what I did.
That's
I retired.
that's driving tractor trailers or whatever.
It's the one
Semis.
going state to state across the country.
Yeah, you get to see the whole country, but sometimes
So Adrian, the way it works is we have what's called interstate, which is each state all across the country, and then we have what's called intrastate, INTRA, intrastate. That's interstate
You want me to
driving
write it
only.
down, teacher?
No. You just asked the question, so I'm just educating you.
Hey, Adrian will be the front. She'll be right in the front of the class, raising her hand for everything.
No, she won't. She'll be right in front of the class going, I don't care.
know.
Give a shit.
I am a night school recipient, by the way. I am a night school recipient.
Hey, gonna make sure to write a note home. Your daughter was cussing in my class today.
Yep.
It was the easiest fucking thing ever. All I had to do was show up. You ain't move. But okay.
No,
All right. I don't need. Okay. So it's okay. So going back to what I was gonna think about, like it's like in Florida, right? You can go ahead and get a medical card, but you still gotta pay the government to register for the federal government. So is it legal or is it not? And why am I registering myself if it's not federally okay?
Okay, I can explain that. When you get your CDL, if you're trying to get a CDL or a chauffeur license in the state of Florida, first thing first, once you take your DOT physical, it's gonna go to the federal motor FMSCSA. It's gonna go to them. It's what's called
FMCSA, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
DOT clearinghouse. So with DOT clearinghouse, they're gonna see anything medical. If you had a bad drug test, anything like that, make sure you are able to drive the vehicle or whatever stuff like that. They're gonna have that. Majority of every company in the United States is under their umbrella. Some are under FTA, but majority is under that. that umbrella, and that
Okay, so let me
umbrella.
ask you something then, DJ. I hate to interrupt you, but I know a lot of people that be smoking trees while they driving trucks, right?
You,
And I
uh,
don't understand it because I thought they get tested for that.
you do,
So, okay, so if you, so but if
but
you, because what their excuses is that they have their own
unless
business. So if you
this
have
is
your
how
own business, you
this
don't have
how
to have those regulations.
this is how some people get away with it, and it's illegal to do it, but they get away with it if they are what they call a owner operator.
Okay, yeah, that's what they say.
They only own their own truck, and that's the only truck they own. It's just
Yeah,
that truck.
but they still have to be up. Like, say if they are contracted to a company, if that company want them to do a DOT drug test, they must do it.
Yep. But
Really?
if they're smoking trees and they have their own truck most of the
That
time.
just sounded so
And
funny.
the other thing
Yeah,
is
Charles.
if they do
Come
get
on,
if they do get into an accident though, and they will get a drug screen immediately when they go when
like
they have
like
an
for,
accident.
like for instance, my friend that just came in, Choosen, he's the owner operator. He
Mhm.
does what he
Not
does.
chosen.
He does his own thing or whatever. But if a company say, "Oh, you know what? We got you on the contract. We want you to take a DOT physical or a DOT drug test,"
That's crazy.
he has to adhere to what they asking for.
And so if you just finished smoking, you fucked.
Pretty much. Now,
Yeah.
that don't hurt you because you're an OTR, you're an owner operator, but it does hurt them, but it don't really, it don't. Because at the end of the day, they still can do what the hell they want to do.
Well,
Okay, yeah,
it
but I'm
does
asking
hurt them
because,
if
like,
they're
you know, with
attached
those
to another company though.
recommendations,
Yeah, that's what I
those
say. It
are
hurts them, but in
right.
some
Yeah.
ways it don't.
So if you're attached to another company, and if they catch you on a drug screen, then I am going to remove you from being able to. You're not able to be insured anymore. If you test positive on a
And you
drug
need
screen, my
insurance no matter
insurance will
what.
not cover you, and I'm not going to have you employed if you're not able to be covered under my insurance. And understand that even if I have owner operators under my company, they still have to. Would you stop? You're distracting me again.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I love it. Anyway, if
And
I'm
I
not,
ain't you looking at me though.
they well, of course, they they run under my insurance, and on that they have their own what's called tractor liability insurance, but the trailer's insured by me, the load's insured by me, and if I can't insure them, they're not going to be here.
Yeah, because you
And
can't.
they
Because
get
you,
caught
no
with
matter what, even if you own your own company and whatever driver owner, they got what you said. You still have to have insurance.
yep. And insurance companies are very picky about this shit. If you get caught, and one bad drug screen is all it takes for an insurance company to drop you.
And a heartbeat. Drop your head like a
Are there a
bag.
lot? Okay, let me ask you. Like, do the basic insurance company insure you guys, or is it like a special? This like you don't go for
It
like Prudential, and Geico.
it's basically well, some of the major companies who do insure like Progressive and stuff, but they run commercial insurance. Is what you're running under is commercial insurance.
Okay, so it's a different type of insurance.
Yeah, commercial operation, and commercial operators run under commercial insurance, and it's also considered business insurance as well as commercial insurance. So it's a very multifaceted insurance that they do, and it can be a pain in the ass some days,
Yes, it can.
especially when you're dealing with them. But the fact of the matter is, it's very different insurance, and it costs you a lot more. And they're a lot more touchy about it. They will drop your ass in a heartbeat if they don't like it. If that's something one thing that they don't like, they will drop your ass.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Mook. I
Hey,
can't
hey,
believe, I
Charlie.
can't believe
Hey,
you
Good
have the
morning.
balls to come up in my motherfucking box. But okay.
hey, that's why I don't smoke, bro. That's why I don't smoke for real. Cause when I came to work today, they hit our ass with a random. We had to do a physical.
Yep.
Wow, you see?
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm talking
And
about.
look,
I
how
got
many people then are you sure or is that truck real big?
yeah. No, it's a truck. I drive for no, I drive for FedEx. See, I got my triple double and hazmat. I can't
There
afford
you
that
go.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Who wants to lose their job over something stupid like that for a little
I'm
get
talking
high?
about, and then one of the dude, we was down there taking the physical. He telling me, talking about, man, peanut cut some. I said, man, we at this place, man. That's the people gonna test that shit, man, for
And
real.
they should
Yeah.
know that. And so what happens
And
if you fail it?
Man, your ass, you don't get. They
done.
might let your ass go, and they gonna put your ass. What old boy was saying up under the clearance house. and you try to get another job for real. You try to get another job. You try to get another job. They gonna show that you flunked the drug test.
So
Wow.
Hell
on
yeah,
our so
And
the
FedEx is a
paperwork that
good
we
company to work for. You
yeah.
don't
it is a
need
very
that
good
job.
company to work for. Under our what we have for the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations, we have drivers now have points. Okay, and companies have points.
Yep.
And if you have a bad drug screen, or if you have any of those kinds of things like that, it nails your points, right? And I have to have a certain amount of points on a driver that I can use for insurance. And if I can't, and if he does, and he's lost so many points because of that, then I can't insure him, right? Insurance companies operate and run the entire industry nowadays. That's the problem with what goes on with this industry.
Oh, you be driving, Charlie?
Whether you're, huh?
I said you be driving too.
I was a driver for 23 years, then I retired from over the road, and I'm now in corporate management now. I'm in the corporate office now, so I run companies now.
Man, I was going over the road, man. I got tired of,
That's
cause
it.
we ain't got no bed in our truck. See, we just got to go and come straight by. I got tired of. I was going from Alabama to Texas. Yeah, hook and drop. I just got
Yep.
tired of going, and I be running from Alabama, sometime to Tennessee, Atlanta. I'm back to the
Yep.
warehouse.
Overnight.
Yeah,
FedEx runs a lot of overnights
But
and
it's
a lot
good
of
money,
ground.
right? Oh, that's good money.
yeah, it's
Well,
good
it is
money.
good money, but it's exhausting, though.
But on the thing about FedEx, we can't ride nobody in the truck with us. Know what I'm saying?
Mm.
When it's time to reset, your ass got to pull over on the side of the road, call dispatch. They got to send somebody to come and get you.
Now,
Hmm.
have you ever heard, and Charles, you can answer this too. Have you ever, because you heard what Hondo was saying about, because Mook Hondo has a company, right, that does charter buses, and he sits there and he drives on the side of them just to make sure that the drivers are doing what they're supposed
Yep.
to be doing.
That's called
That shit's
asset
crazy
protection.
to me.
Hey,
That's what it's called. It's
but
called.
sometimes they do that though, cause
It's called.
when sometimes when we be doing route, the safety people be following us, making sure we doing the right thing.
Yep. That's why I said the term is called asset
Yeah,
protection. That's the department that we have. It's called asset protection.
All right,
They're part of the safety department.
cause a CDL is a privilege. They look at us like we safe drivers. They don't get anybody no CDL.
Well, technically, we're professional drivers, but we won't talk
Yeah,
about some of them steering wheel holders. But anyway,
yeah, you're right.
you know which ones I'm talking about. The dude with a sandwich and his foot up on the dashboard, and yeah, that dude.
Yeah, you're
Hmm.
right though. Yeah, but see, when I be driving, see, I take my time to do my ride. I don't be in no rush. I don't be in nothing. Cause it be people on the road. These people on the road drive crazy.
They do.
They do because they think that well, we think because I'm a driver, not regular car, and I think I'm faster than you guys.
Yeah, and then you pull in front of us and want to see what a civics lesson looks like when this big ass truck
That's
runs up your ass.
well, honestly,
Hey, but when I was in training, my trainers, we was on the bike road, right? And we was coming. The dog was coming across the road. I was doing like 45. I hit the brake. My trainer told me, "Talking about, man, don't hit these motherfucking brakes. Run that motherfucking dog over before you
Yep.
throw us over there in that ditch. For this big jack knock our ass over there in the ditch. For real.
no,
That's
for
what
Yeah.
he
real, no,
told.
no, but it's true though because you will hurt more people trying to stop, right? Than you just keep on
Uh,
going.
every time.
Because I always, well, not that I know because I've seen it, but I've seen it on the movies. Like every time the trucker will put his brakes on, the whole ass swings out, and then all those
Yep.
other cars are getting fucked up. So you causing more of an issue,
Yeah.
putting on your brakes and actually just go ahead and just go run through that motherfucker.
See how our
Yep.
job. See how FedEx set up. If you go to play with them brakes too long, the camera come on in the truck, and and
Wow.
uh,
Good morning.
and alert them, and they go to watching you.
What's
But
going
you
on,
keep
Ash?
tapping on the brakes.
Yep. Hey,
What's
that's
happening?
why we always say, no matter what it is, run that shit the fuck over. I don't care what it is, run it over.
Yeah, yeah. Know what they said. Know what my trainer told me.
So I done hit a lot of shit.
Yep, I have too. I've hit Bambi a lot of times. We'll just say that Bambi and I are on first name basis.
Hey,
Hondo?
Not people, right?
What's
Handle
happening,
not
boy?
people.
hey,
Shit,
how
we
many
chilling,
deals?
man.
Yeah.
Hey, how many deals you don't hit?
Hit about 10,
Uh,
12.
Damn.
As I
You out of there.
I drove in the West most of the time. Most of my career was all in the West in the mountains, so I hit a lot of deer, elk, deer,
May Bambi rest in peace.
mule deer. I wipe Bambi out all day long.
Okay, because deers are big and heavy. I've seen deer like damage fucking cars. Or so how's
Yep,
it with the truck though?
Is that a speed
Well,
bump?
you know, if you don't have here's the thing with the newer trucks today though, and the newer buses today. Here's the problem, right? The way
Adrian,
that they're built.
drop me down, Adrian. I'm gonna clock out.
Who's that?
I say drop me down, Mook. Drop me down.
Okay, go ahead.
Mook wants to drop. Yeah.
Of course he wants to drop because he knows I'll get in his fucking ass.
Uh-oh.
Well, Mook stood me up too one time. Mook stood me up.
Really?
Yep.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to get on him too. Here's the thing: the way that the new trucks and the new buses are built today, they're so fragile. If you don't have a bumper that's designed for that kind of stuff, that's why they have what's called cow bumpers and moose bumpers nowadays. They're built to be able to handle that hit.
Like on DJHondo truck that will have like that they'll usually F-150s and those big trucks have those.
Yeah, they had that.
I have a steel guard.
Yeah. Say that again, Hondo?
I have a steel guard on my truck.
I don't know. Yeah, steel guard.
It's a push bumper. It's the same thing. Yeah. So if you don't have something like that, it can damage it a lot. But the problem is, and here's the biggest thing, and I will say this: the small deer are the worst. The small deer hits and it goes under your truck. And it will bounce and tear your airlines out of your trailer. And that's a problem you have to watch for. And you have to be really careful because sometimes that'll happen. So if you hit one, you want to slow down and stop as soon as possible so you can make sure your airlines aren't torn out with that little deer that bounced underneath your damn trailer.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so good morning, Choosen. I can't help but flirt with him. He can't hear me. He's traveling. I know. He's another fucking man. Why is love all these married men? Go ahead, say it again, Choosen.
What's happening?
Nothing much. Same shit. Different day. How many deer have you hit deer?
Yeah, I just hit a bunch.
I can't. I mean, do you feel bad?
Yeah, no, because I ain't swerving that truck.
Listen, when I first moved to Georgia, and I remember seeing a deer just driving around in the street, like I was doing what Hondo did. I was driving on the side of it, just making sure nobody hit him. Like, don't hit him.
Yeah, see, that's why. I mean, like, I'm glad I ain't got to deal with DLT.
So
I'll run that motherfucking cleat over, and I'll cook that bastard up later on when I'm done too.
Huh?
You can't do that. I thought you had to hit a deer in a certain type of way so that the rest of their meat don't get bad.
Well, yeah, that's true. But again, if you hit it,
that's what they told. That's what I learned to being in Georgia. I don't know.
Called roadkill.
Good morning, Tani. Good morning. So, okay. So, Charles, did you hear my question of the day? Anyway, I do want to get those processes.
Adrian, I'm in one of my buses right now.
You in one of your buses? Where's it going? What can I see? What a fucking great idea, Hondo. Did you know that? I guess you did know that, Choosen. That's a big baby, right? That's a big girl.
Hey, Hondo, didn't they get rid of the SAP program?
That's 3 of them right there, 4 of them right there, and I got one right here. I got one over there in the cut. What happened? You said, Choosen?
I said, didn't they get rid of the SAP program?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's a SAP program?
Now, if a driver fail a drug test, they go in the clearinghouse, it's going to be hard for them to get a job.
So wait, say that again? With the SAP program?
So, it used to be where you, basically, if you failed a drug test, you better go through a SAP program where they help you basically get reinstated back to being able to drive. But now,
drug and alcohol program. It's drug and alcohol
they don't
program.
do it.
So it's like they're discouraging drivers. I thought we need drivers.
No, it's not that they're discouraging, and they're just saying that at the end of the day, they're holding them more accountable, right? So the SAP program used to be a way to really come back to
job.
And at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones that aren't driving, you know. But the SAP program made it so that you had the ability to come back to the ability of having your CDL again. And now they're not doing that. They're not allowing that anymore.
Okay, so why is marijuana one of those that are like? Because I know like when I think I can't smoke and drive at the same time because I'm driving like an old lady. I'm doing like 15 miles an hour. I'm like this. I'm fucking paranoid. You know what I mean? So I don't smoke unless I get to where my destination is. So I would think they will want people.
No.
To be like no, it was like the other stuff, the powder that I can understand, but like for marijuana, it's like why would that be such a big deal?
Anything that impairs your ability to make decisions and anything that impairs your ability to
that should be making you paranoid. You be making everybody's around
you. Your reaction time, and you're driving 15 miles an hour in an 80,000-pound truck on the middle of a highway that's a 70-mile-an-hour highway, would be a problem.
Yeah.
You think you Choosen for real? What about you on the way? Hey, look how
That's
gonna be a problem.
I mean, maybe not for all, but for some, yeah.
Yeah, substance abuse.
I'm managing your speed from the office. I'm looking at your speed from the office.
Yep.
I need you to be doing.
How hard
my truck, my buses are governed at 75. So if you ain't doing 70 to 65 miles an hour on the highway, I'm giving you a phone call. What's going on?
Really?
Yep.
Well, I can understand because maybe they're getting tired, right?
Hey, if you tired, I'll tell you in a hobby. Hey, if you ain't got no passengers, get your ass in this hotel. I'll get you a hotel. Find the nearest hotel, and I'll pay for it.
Well, that's a big good business move, right? Because
Absolutely.
it costs you more in the long run. But okay, so let me ask you: if it became legal, if it was federally legal for marijuana use or having it, would you think that truckers would still be discouraged?
Nope. Still against CDL.
It gotta be a regulation because I'm gonna tell you what it'll be catastrophic with accidents and everything, man. It'll be like a big ass bomb.
The only way you can get away with it is if you're a federal driver.
Exactly.
A federal what?
A federal driver,
and you exempt.
Get out
like me, Adrian. Like it's drivers at my job, Adrian, that failed drug tests, and shit. They might have been off the clock for maybe like 2 months, 6 months, and then they got their job back. They back driving.
Like for instance, like one of the contracts my brother does it works for the U.S. Court files, U.S. Marshals. You can't have no lick of no drugs, nothing in your system. You get tested every 3 months. Every 3 months.
Do they give that type of same smoke for alcohol?
I'm gonna say this again. They test for everything.
Everything.
Yeah. And the way they test is different than a regular DOT test. They use a hair
follicle.
The hair, right?
Yep, hair follicle.
They gonna know what you've been doing.
And they're actually also
a lot of companies could do hair follicles, but they don't want to pay that extra money.
They don't want to pay the extra money. See, when like with Choosen doing the contracts Choosen do, they could do them kind of drug tests, but they don't want to pay that kind of money for Choosen to go take a drug test like that. So they're gonna just tell them, hey, go do this. And he gonna say, all right, shit, it's your money, whatever. I don't care.
So
that makes sense.
So DOT is, and I work with an organization that deals directly with what DOT and FMCSA are doing, as well as, of course, corporate management. But what DOT is actually looking at, and the FMCSA is looking at, is making it a mandate that all drug screens go from the urine test to a hair follicle test. And if they do that, then it will be a permanent regulation that every company will have to then do.
Yeah, see, it'll go through for all companies that sell federal drivers.
Exactly.
It'll never happen for
Well,
us.
remember, even if you're operating a commercial motor vehicle for a federal regulatory agency.
So let me.
We don't abide by DOT.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Federal drivers don't abide by DOT.
Scales or anything.
They don't stop at scales or nothing.
What you're talking about is a FEMA load. Those are FEMA loads, and I've done a lot of FEMA loads.
No, it's not FEMA.
No.
Well, a government job.
What are you talking about? Because
you just drive for the
remember,
federal government.
I'm in corporate management, so most of the stuff that I deal with is with the federal government all the time. So which one are you talking about? That's what I'm
example. There's a lot of federal
I'm just telling you, I drive for the federal government, and we don't deal with DOT. under
Yeah.
any circumstances, but
Certain
drug
companies
testing.
ain't got to do that
See, it's
because,
not the
like,
federal government, right? So
to
it's not
see,
like
the piggyback on what Chosen said, my dad, we have a Army Corps engineer contract with the Everglades, so my drivers don't have to go when we don't have to stop at no scales. We go
Yeah,
exactly where we going to, and that's it. Because
Yeah, but you're,
we also have a patch inside of our truck that lets you know I'm a federal driver.
yeah. And
wow.
see,
they're still governed under medical regulations, though.
no sir. The only
So
thing
they
that
don't
we,
have to have a medical card. And I
Yeah,
don't.
you
mean,
gotta
I think
have
you're
that.
yeah, I
mistaken
mean,
on that
yeah,
one.
you have medical
They're
card, but I'm
required to have
saying
a
like
medical card, and if they have a drug
unless it's
screen,
a
they're going to have
medical
to deal with a drug
card,
screen.
that's it. That's all. That's the only
Wait a
thing
That's
that
all
minute.
you
we
gotta
So
have
yeah,
is
the
a
use.
medical
medical
cards are
card.
not valid in other states. I mean, what happens if you go to a state that doesn't have it? That's not legal.
What do you mean?
Say that one
What?
more
I
time.
just bust.
I'm lost. You lost me. Go ahead,
Hold on,
yo.
y'all. Let me call y'all back.
Everything is
See him up here.
federally mandated now. So when it comes to the DOT operations, everything is federally mandated. So it doesn't matter what state you're in.
Except
DOT
for, like I said,
regulations operate in every state.
yeah, the only thing that I do for as federal government is with DOT is basically physicals and drug tests. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, okay, so
Those are
physically,
the things
besides
that you're
being
still
the
governed
alcohol
no matter what.
and drugs and stuff like that, physically,
Yeah,
what do
but
you have?
like
Because
for
a
as
lot
like
of
Sounds
DOT,
like that.
like
drug
Why
DOT
it
cards
trying to
sounds
are
like
stop
that?
me or
not-
whatever, like DOT can't stop, state trooper
Oh
can't
no,
stop.
yeah, I understand that. It's just
The
like
state
FEMA.
troopers
FEMA's
normally,
the same
I
way.
don't.
You don't have to stop at scales and
Nah,
stuff there either.
because I mean, the state
Huh?
trooper stop me. What are you gonna ask for?
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a state trooper pull over a
Oh,
truck before. That
I've
can't
had a
be.
lot of them pull us over, but
Yeah, they pull
most
over.
of the
They pull
time
over regular drivers.
they have to. Also, law enforcement officers have to
Right.
be DOT certified to be able to do anything kind of an inspection or anything of that nature. When it deals with commercial motor vehicles, a lot of times they'll pull you over for regular things, right? So if you're speeding or if you're whatever, those regular things that you would normally get pulled over for in a car, you can still get pulled over for in a truck. Now, what we're talking about, though, when it comes to dealing with DOT, that's pulling into scale houses or things of that nature. Those are law enforcement officers that are now DOT certified to be able to inspect and manage commercial motor vehicles.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
DOT also can pull over regular cars.
they
Well,
sure
yeah,
enough
I'm
can.
just saying they're trained to deal with
Why?
commercial motor vehicles
What,
And
really?
if you
because
But
they're
and
law
if you messing
enforcement
up,
officers.
you breaking the law. You breaking the law.
exactly.
So they're real officers.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
you
I did
are.
not know
Yeah,
that.
you
they're
still
Quite,
you still an officer at the end of the day.
matter of fact, Chosen. I wasn't gonna tell him, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell him. I'm a retired DOT police officer, K9.
Hey,
that's
that's pretty
unfortunate.
cool.
See,
You look like
Hondo,
one.
you
You
and I
look like
were
a
getting
snitch.
along really good until you said that. See,
You
no,
look
I'm
like
just
a
kidding.
guy.
I'm
You
messing
do
with
like one. You do look like one.
Hey, Chosen. I don't like telling people everything about that because
Yeah,
Well, it makes
I did
sense. You look like it.
I
You
mean,
look like
it's just like with me, bro.
17,
I don't like
17
telling
years
people
as a
my job.
DOT officer, boy.
it. Okay, so
to
you
Well,
finally go.
all right, so damn, I can't stand. Okay, so if you pull
Hey man,
over,
listen.
women.
But
I mean, you pull over people. You pull
hey,
over
hey,
people.
Andreen, I was K9, so if
I know
I
you
get
didn't say
called,
my name all
so
fucked
it's
up.
something in your motherfucking truck.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
you want would you
Yeah.
want to open up
I
my
had a
bag?
lax
Yeah,
job. I had a lax job for 17 years. If they called me, I'm me and this damn big ass Doberman going in your truck.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yep.
listen,
so,
my
so
dog get a check for the rest of his life, and so do I.
okay, so okay, so
I used to see it all.
why
I
would
used
you
to see
pull
it all.
over? Why would you pull over a regular car?
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you why I would
if
put
you
up a regular car on the
go ahead.
highway. I'm gonna tell you why. If you're driving reckless, real reckless, and you from lane to lane, there's no trooper, there's no police officer, then I'm the next line of law enforcement to stop you and to stop you from injuring someone else.
That's
Yeah,
oh.
Because if I don't do it, then I got to answer to government officials.
right.
Because
Okay.
True.
my camera is on in that car,
I guess you're right. You're
and
still
my
a police.
camera is on my chest too.
I
So
mean,
if I don't say something, I'm in trouble,
that's
big
just
trouble.
like you driving down the interstate and you do something fucked up or bad and U.S. Customs going down the road and they see you messing up, they
They
gonna
can stop
stop
you.
you. Even though they don't supposed to, but you still breaking the law at some point.
And they can hold you there till a uniform get there.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Good thing I knew,
Yes,
because
they
I'm gonna
can.
get pulled over. I won't be
Yeah,
over. Told me you ain't gonna do shit. I won't do none of that.
Yeah,
I'll see them like
a
a
lot
regular
of
police
people
officer.
think DOT can't pull them over because they're in a regular court.
I didn't know that.
Shit. And DOT starting to ride in trucks now, so just to let your
Yep.
fellas know.
I see
Pick up
them, but I
trucks.
didn't think it
Oh,
was us.
They're riding in big rigs with no trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Tennessee is that.
They're actually doing that so that most DOT officers are doing that, or law enforcement is doing that now because
And a
of the
lot
fact
of them,
that
and
the
if you see an
four-wheelers.
if you see an all white truck or either an all black truck with nothing on it, that's DOT.
Yep.
I seen those before too. Yep.
Silverados.
Yep.
So
They
they
won't
guys
have.
around.
I just didn't know they could pull me over. So now I gotta
Yeah,
watch.
they can put you.
But they're
They
mainly
can.
aimed
Like
for
Django.
the law enforcement officers in trucks are mainly aimed for cars.
Yeah,
Because of
it's
the
a waste of
stuff
our
that they've
time.
been doing to cars, the cars have been doing to truck drivers, with brake checking and all this other kind of stuff and causing accidents. That's why they're now putting officers in trucks. Then they will, what happens is they'll follow you and they will call they'll have a chase car that's a law enforcement chase car that's with them,
Mm-hmm.
and they will light your ass up with that chase car behind them.
That Hondo,
And then the truck will pull over right behind you also.
What he does now. He used to it.
I know all the laws.
We have our own federal police. That pull us over.
I know all the laws.
So who pays you guys? Is it the DOT or is it our taxes? Or our
Who?
taxes
Me?
part of the DOT?
You talking about who pays DOT? You ain't
Our
government,
taxes.
of course. Your tax
Our
dollars.
tax dollars. Mm-hmm.
So my tax dollars
Listen,
pay for
I'm
DOT to not mind their
I'm
business.
finna give you a secret. Here go the biggest secret. Every state don't want DOT. They'll either use state trooper or like out of all the 50 states, 42 of them have DOT in them.
That's a lie.
And that, but out of eight other states says no, they rather just not pay for DOT. They rather use state troopers.
But the state of
It makes more
Indiana,
sense.
got rid of all their local police and made them all DOT certified.
But
Exactly.
they're DOT certified, yeah. And again, Adrian, what we're talking about is they're regular law enforcement officers. They go through regular training, and then they go through extra training to become a DOT officer.
Oh shit.
Shut up, close your eyes. Oh, you married man, close your eyes. Like I'm over on beat today. Look,
I might be married, but I'm damn sure gonna live. Shit.
Look, and my nipples is out. All right.
Hey, but what I was gonna say though, chosen by Indiana full of shit though.
I don't even know where Indiana's at. Okay, so why did Indiana
In the
decide
Midwest.
to get rid of it?
They full of shit and they like to stop you for no damn reason.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
That's like
they do.
Virginia. Every time I drive, I always get a ticket in Virginia.
Indiana and Pennsylvania is full of shit. Pennsylvania, as soon as you get on exit 181, they put every goddamn
truck.
truck,
A bunch of Quakers over
bus, whatever, they gonna pull you.
Yeah, pretty much.
there. They use so horse and carriages. That's the reason why. I bet that, on the Hershey side is definitely all those.
And God help you if you pass one of those bastards on the side of the road, either too, because if you don't slow down,
And you could be doing the speed limit. They don't matter. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah, because you're gonna hurt the horses. You can't run them over like
See me when I used to be DOT. If I'm in, and I got a K9 unit, man, listen, I sit in the most.
Doggy.
Yeah, I have my Doberman that's at home right now.
No, so now you a snitch. You had a dog do your dirty work for you. So what was the dog? Was the dog smelling around?
If me and the dog get out, we looking for contraband, and we gonna find it.
Did the dog always want to go out, or he only wanted to go out when he knew there was something in there?
Man, this dog has a mind of his own. This dog is a human.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, dogs are. They're man's best friend, isn't that?
Nah,
So,
when I say this dog has a mind of his own, this dog is crazy as hell. This dog is
I was
Cujo.
like,
He's
But
Cujo
I
for real,
mean,
for real.
it's crazy how it works, bro. Like they gotta put them dogs on drugs to be able to find drugs.
mhm.
Thank you, thank you.
Are
That's
they
why I said
crazy?
I ain't want to say it out my mouth because
Oh,
then I'll
let dogs
be
do the dirty work for you.
Yeah.
uh, uh,
You
them.
sick.
That's the only way a dog would be able to detect drugs is if
Well,
they was on
Hey,
them.
listen. How you think at
well,
the
they're
airport they
snorting
able
shit
to
all the
detect
time. I'm just
everything,
saying.
anything? How you think them dogs so smart at the airport? Them dogs know anything. Them dogs will literally trigger you to let you know something is
And they be
something
the
up.
most beat up dogs too. Like they used to have like really
No, they don't.
beautiful.
No,
No,
they
ones at the
don't.
airport, I thought they were a bunch of mutts. I was like, who the hell are these
They got
muddy looking dogs?
Shit,
they got them
shit.
metal
Hey,
ones.
one thing about DOT and regular police department, you get to pick your dogs. So I picked me a Doberman. I had a Doberman and I had a Rottweiler. I
Ooh,
ain't want no Shepherd. Shepherds are crazy as hell. I ain't
yeah.
want no
Yeah,
Shepherd.
we want that metal.
Have you ever seen them attack? You know when
You
they
didn't
train
want a
them and they be attacking because they
Malinois,
got
huh,
those
Hondo?
scissors.
What happened?
You
Them
didn't want a
Belgian,
Malinois, huh?
the
No.
metal one. Yeah,
I
that's a
love
beast.
Malinois.
Yeah,
Malinois are my favorite.
them some
Hey,
smart
One of my
ass
you.
all-time
dogs.
favorite dogs.
Hey, yeah, I got my dog. They gave me a Siberian Rottweiler. That motherfucker got all the way to 145.
Ooh, that's a big. Is it a, now? Do they pick girls or boys?
No, I got a boy.
It
I don't want no
depends.
girl. Girls have periods. I don't want no girl.
Seriously,
Hey,
that was your
listen,
biggest issue.
it's pretty
Girls,
bad.
aren't the girls, the women, dogs, females, a lot more aggressive than the males?
Yeah, they are.
Sure.
Listen,
Because
it's
we out
pretty
here.
bad when you see a police dog come out of the truck with a diaper on. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you get them fixed. Why wouldn't you get them fixed? You don't get
You
these
can get them
little.
fixed. Now we like some departments do that. But if I got a male, no, don't get him fixed because he gonna make me some puppies when he retire.
Really? Did you get to keep your dog when you left it?
My dog at home right now. He getting a check every month from the U.S. government.
You lying? Really?
That dog is U.S. He's
Yeah,
an
our
officer,
taxpayers,
retired
our
officer.
taxpayers pay them for their entire
He got
life.
his
You bet
own
we do.
badge.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's so cute.
that dog an officer.
Oh, I love that.
And if you was to do
Oh, so
something to him,
they used to
that
have.
is a federal offense. You could go to
Yes, sir.
federal prison for that.
If
Yes,
what?
sir.
If
If
you
you
was
hurt
to
the
harm
dog,
my dog, even though he's retired, that's a federal offense. Your ass going to
It's
federal
basically
prison.
like you just unalive an officer because he is an
yeah.
officer.
So
He is an
they charge you
officer.
the same. They charge you for the same whether you hurt the officer or the dog.
Exactly.
You never seen that movie Max?
Watch Max. Watch the movie called Max.
Maybe not. I think I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's an
Hey,
old movie, right?
even if he was a regular police dog, that is a federal offense.
Yep.
I did not know that. First of all, I didn't even know that
Yeah.
DOT even
Get more
had
time
dogs.
for unaliving him than a
Yeah,
regular
DOT
police,
does have some
regular
dogs.
Yeah,
officer.
yeah. You heard that
But
dog, boy. You gonna do more time than
but
hurting a regular human.
Yeah.
but again,
You go to do
remember what
time
we're
over
saying,
it?
Adrian,
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah. They don't play
a
no
lot
fucking dogs.
a lot of these law enforcement officers or law enforcement agencies are certifying their officers, right? So whichever agency Hondo worked for, whether it be county or state or city, that department would pay for him to get that certification for DOT. And then him having a dog, he is canine certified as well as DOT certified on top of regular law enforcement certified.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Each one of those are all certifications that he has to go through.
Okay, so it's a certification. Okay, so can you
Man, I'm
carry?
so glad
Can you
so
do
glad
you
I'm
walk
retired from
around?
that shit. I'm so glad I'm
Do
retired.
what?
I would think so because I would think that's so dangerous because if you have to walk around with a dog to smell, obviously the people in the car are not the best people to have all that shit on them. So that shit
Now,
is
these
dangerous.
people are already usually on the ground and
You know
already
what I
handcuffed by
mean?
the time
Like
he
you ain't gonna
shows
see me
up.
walking around with
Listen,
a with
if
a
if
gun
if
on me
if
or
I
something
come
like
to your
that. You know
truck,
what I mean?
they already. If I come to your truck, you already in handcuffs, or they got you standing outside, or something like that. And all we gonna do is
Yeah.
open that trailer, and if he smells something and he let me know, oh, it's a wrap for you, dog. We gonna find it.
That dog will go crazy when she smells
Yeah,
it.
but why? Okay, so my question is, besides the dog, you guys are allowed to carry a pew pew?
I carry a pew pew in all 51 states.
Wow.
If
Cause
I'm about to fly, I gotta call the airport 2 hours ahead of time. The only state I cannot fly in with the
New York.
firearm is New York.
Yep.
okay, the
And
city.
I'm retired and I got a badge and all. Now,
No
nope.
matter where
That's
you.
still a charge.
Yeah, New York. Let 'em
That's
run.
the crazy that New York is the only. That New York is.
I
The
dare
only
your ass to go to JFK Airport in New York with a
Yeah, yeah.
There'd
Well,
be
you
dummies
do.
who do it.
You do.
Oh, you
I
always
didn't know
got
that you
people
couldn't
that
have
shoot
it. I thought
fire.
I didn't nobody could carry a pew pew on the airport. So there's certain
Oh
people that
no,
can.
it's
U.S. Marshal.
every time I go out of town, I got my pistol with me.
There's a U.S. Marshal on every flight.
Yep. And he's
No,
armed
is
on
it
every
really
flight.
like every single flight?
Yep.
Every,
Every
and
single
he's
flight
in
has a
you
U.S. Marshal
civilian
armed.
clothes. You won't even know.
you can check your firearm in at the front desk.
Sure enough,
You
can
at the front desk?
Yeah, you
check your
basically let
firearm.
them
Yeah,
flare.
so your
Oh,
firearm
Basically,
goes
just
into
to
your
flare your
checked luggage.
firearm up.
It goes
Oh,
into
who
your
holds it
checked
for you?
luggage.
Oh, in your luggage. You
It
can have
just, it
it.
just
In
has
your
to
checked
be in
luggage, yeah.
it just has to be in a TSA firearm box.
That's
I'm
all.
planning to do that.
Yeah.
I don't even know how. I have one here, and I still. By the time I try to figure out how to put it shit together, I'll be unalive. I can't.
I'm like, I can't play with
Look,
you.
I'm not trained like that. New York is
But
because of
but
New
that's
York's
why
strict
that's
rules. I
why you
never
gotta practice.
say that again, Choosen.
That's why you gotta practice on.
I know my son keeps on trying to show me, and I'm because then I moved to Georgia, and then and it was in everybody's house, and there was one town that it was a law that every house had to have one in there, and I was just like, I ain't doing none of that stuff because in New York we don't grow up around. Look at the strict laws that they still have. So but I saw that my son was going to his friend's house and all their family members were having it. So I was like, so I've got him. So when he was like
Especially
5 years
with you
old,
being in
I put him
Florida.
to the 4-H club, and the 4-H club taught him how to respect it and how to use it
Yep.
and how to clean it that's the reason. So that's the reason. So I have him. In my house, I still, he keeps on trying to take me. He took my mother for Mother's Day to the gun range, to the range. But I'm still like, I don't like it. I don't even like to hit deer. You saw what I did with the deer.
Well, see, I'm in Nebraska. We won't talk about how many I have in my house, but
I mean,
anyway.
yeah, I guess so. But
But
like I said, I'm too damn clumsy, and it's like it's so big and heavy. Like I know I need to get like a little small one, but I want the one that I got, like
so, if I was to recommend one for you, would be a PK 380.
You want me to write this
Yeah.
down again? You always
Yes,
That's
I do
easy.
want you to
That's
write
easy for her
that
to
down.
carry.
PK 380. It's a
That's
great
easy for her to
tool.
carry.
It is a great tool, especially for women. The slide is easy. Every operation is easy. It's a great
Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna
tool
put it?
for people.
Where can I have it?
In
You
your
got
purse.
you can get no. They got the thing where you could glue it around your waist and you could tuck it inside.
No, that's not gonna look cute.
Yeah, but there's a
It's
concealed
obvious.
carry purse that you have that if you ever have to use your pew through the purse, they will replace the purse for free. It is designed specifically for you to have it for concealed carry purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
Nicole.
I know. I bought my ex-wife several of them.
So much information out here. Eh?
What you said, Choosen?
Huh?
I said there's so much information out here.
About information. There's a lot of information. We don't utilize it that much.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes too much information. I think sometimes we get too much information. There's a lot of things that we don't need to know. Ignorance is good sometimes.
'Cause, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know that you can travel with your firearm. A lot of people don't know that.
That's another thing too, right? I heard that
Yep.
some states you're allowed to travel with it, some states you're not allowed to travel with it. So you got to know the laws from each state too, don't you?
Yep.
That's right, you do.
So
Unless you were a
when
truck
you're
driver
driving
like
trucks,
me,
are you
who
allowed
was
to have it?
And that's why I try to tell a lot of people, learn the differences between open carry and CCW because CCW is more beneficial for you than open carry.
CCW.
Concealed carry weapon permit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that you
Concealed
can hide
carry.
it.
A lot of people say,
Yes.
"Oh no, I'm cool with open carry." All right.
So
Go
open
ahead.
carry is where everybody could see it, and then concealed is where nobody could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically and legally in every state you're legally able to open carry because that is technically what your constitutional right is. Now, There are city regulations that are going to have issues with that and things of that nature. But technically, open carry is considered legally
I
constitutional.
would think that
Quote,
you
quote,
want to
unquote.
open carry, so people already know what you got, so they don't fuck with you.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
To a point,
Here's the thing. If
but it also makes you a
open
target.
carry, and say if I walk in the back open carry, and I see you with a, you know what I mean? Like you basically the first target.
Yep, you're gonna make you an open target.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
that
you're the
makes- I didn't
first
think of
line.
that.
You're the most dangerous person in there,
You're the
so they're
biggest
gonna go
threat.
at you first.
That makes. I didn't
Yeah,
think
you
of that.
MDM,
You
most
absolutely right
dangerous
about
man.
that. But what the odds? But I mean, yeah, no, but you're absolutely right. I'm gonna go for the person because they're
Versus
gonna
if I got CCW, it's concealed, so you don't know if I have one on me or not.
right.
Yeah.
Ah,
And the other thing is CCW is a really good tool to have because certain states like mine in Utah was good in 34 states, right? So I could carry concealed in 34 different states. Having a concealed carry also, well, we'll just say this. I don't agree with the training that they claim to make it that it is useful. It's not really. It's a 3-hour class. It's bullshit, and I don't agree with it. But I think there should be a lot more to it. But that's just me personally. But anyway, but it is where you do technically have to go through a class to get it. So
So it's an 8-hour
But the-
class.
Get a concealed one.
in some states it's 8 hours. Some states it's 3 hours. Some
Let me
states
tell you
it's
something.
2
My
hours.
son, because I'm in Florida,
Yeah,
right?
'cause
So,
like Illinois is actually like 12 hours.
but
Damn.
still, it's like
Damn, I am
still
12
I would
hours.
think
Yeah.
not a lot to learn. You know, like I
You
said,
gotta
my
have
son is
you
55,
have
so-
to have two different types of courses in Illinois.
Damn, sure can.
So then, so like if somebody that's inexperienced like me, right? I can just sit down and just get a 12-hour, take a 12-hour class, and I'm good.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Or
I did mine 'cause I go
in
hunting.
Utah, you can do it for 3 hours and be done with it.
I like to hunt, so I keep mine.
Okay,
Well,
let's see.
so hunting.
I think you don't need one though. Think you
You
good?
technically don't have to have a CCW to hunt,
Right.
but you know.
Oh, but you need it
hunting
to
is
travel though,
different.
because I mean, you're not just gonna, you don't not
You
living in the forest.
do it to a point. Again, remember, your constitutional right still stands no matter what, but you have to follow what the laws are in every state per how the state says that they do it, right? So there's some states that require you to have the ammunition separate from one from the other, and you have to have it in 2 different boxes. In some states, you have to have it in whatever. Now,
Working for the
Hondo will be able to attest to this, though, unless you have a truck driver like me who was an old outlaw truck driver. I had that bastard mounted to my driver's seat, and I didn't give a damn what state I was in. It stayed mounted to my driver's seat, and I didn't give a shit.
sound about right.
And most DOT officers didn't fuck with me about it because they knew where I went. It was in New York. Just saying.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
gotta
I pointed that out.
it depends. Certain jobs you go on, you better make sure you got some goddamn protection.
Uh-huh.
Motherfuckers will
I'm just
try you.
saying, my ass
And
in the
certain
Bronx
rest
at
stops-
3 o'clock in the
I
morning.
Certain truck
Listen.
stops you go to, you better have you some damn protection.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so all right, so I'm going again on a new adventure, right? So the type of company, the company that I work for, there's a position that opens that when there's catastrophes, right? They'll like deploy me to the catastrophe so I can do assessments on the catastrophe. So I'm gonna be driving to locations. So hey Keith, so if there is a like and hey Slay, if I thank you for my gifts. If they could deploy me to California because of the fires, right? I would have to drive from Florida to California to give me a couple of days. So I'm gonna have to stop in different stops, right? So
Yeah, you have to stop at hotels.
so these are the things that I'm gonna
Yeah.
have. Do I need all these licenses? I don't think so because
No,
it's
you
only
don't.
a car.
No,
So that'll
you
be
just need
something
to
a
read your
little
driver's
different.
license.
So that'll be a little different for you because you say you're going to Cali. So you're not going to be able to have a firearm on you because Cali, one of those states like Illinois and New York.
So
I'll be
even
back,
though
y'all.
They don't
I'm really
recognize
good
anybody but
states that
residents.
allow it. There you go. Oh,
You
have-
can, but you're just not going to be able to carry it concealed, right? Again, remember to travel from Florida to California. The biggest thing is this. Remember this: when you talk about traveling, right? When it comes to traveling, if you're going to travel with a firearm, have it in 2 separate boxes in 2 separate parts of the vehicle. That's the key, right? And one is the firearm cannot be anywhere near your person where you're driving. Now, that's the safest part of it, and I understand.
Wait, how realistic realistic is it? So I stop on the side of the road because I don't know, my tire is flat or whatever, right? I gotta go find the key, and then I gotta go find the box in the middle of somebody of the anxiety of it all.
I agree. But again, unfortunately, that's the way their laws work, right? So again, but I mean, if you're sitting on the side of the road and you're stuck, right? And a law enforcement officer pulls up behind you and you tell him, hey, I have this firearm sitting here because I am stuck here on the side of the road and I'm traveling, most law enforcement officers are gonna understand that. Okay.
Long as you're not outside the vehicle, you don't even have to have it separated.
No, but I'm talking about, let's say, like,
in some states you do.
using it to protect myself, right? So if I'm having it to protect myself, it doesn't make any sense that I have to have it so concealed because in an instant, if I'm on the side of the road and I'm trying to change a tire, where am I going to go ahead and try to find the key and try to find? It's like you're in a car. Why does it have to be so locked up in a car?
Well, I mean, like that's why I say like a lot of states. You don't have to have it separated because a lot of states you have two council laws. You have one in your home and one in your vehicle.
Yeah, California doesn't have that. That's why I said you need to have it separated in California. But you still can
some states that you would need it like to put it in your trunk. You can't even have it in your glove compartment.
Yes. Yeah. You would have to literally have it in your trunk or in your back seat where you can't reach it.
So basically having your magazine in the trunk and your pistol in the glove compartment or something.
So wait a minute, I'm getting something's happening to me.
No, don't ever put it in. Don't put a pistol in your glove compartment.
Like this,
don't ever do that.
The cars, to the girl go in the trunk.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't ever put a pew pew in your glove box.
I'm just saying, like, if
you really want to rob me, that's what I'm gonna say. I'll use my assets. I'm not gonna sit there and use a pew pew.
Assets.
But another thing, Adrian, that you can go out and purchase is you can go out and purchase a flare gun as well. You can use that for protection also.
Yeah, I was going to say bear spray works real good.
Can I use a taser? I mean, one of those.
Absolutely. You can use a
tasers are not illegal.
They're not what? Yeah, they're not illegal, right?
They're not. No.
Well, deployable tasers are in some states for personal use, but anything is a taser where you can use with just your hand. It's perfectly legal everywhere. Yeah. So if you can hold it in your hand and put it to them and zap them, you're perfectly legal everywhere.
I would think that would be easier for them to have a pew pew.
Yeah, taser or the flare gun.
Good morning, Brandon. Oh, there's a lot. You right, Choosen. There's a lot of freaking information from doing all this that you guys do every single day for a long time.
It's a lot of people don't know about self-defense insurance.
About what?
That's true. Self-defense insurance. USCCA.
It's basically a retainer.
A retirement? Oh, okay.
Retainer.
Retainer.
It's a retainer.
Yeah.
Well, retainer for what?
So basically, if you needed to use self-defense, you basically have a retainer already on yourself to where it basically keep you from going to jail.
Like that? Yeah, I didn't know about that either. I wouldn't even think of having a lawyer on deck.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was going to school for law enforcement for U.S. Marshal, so
really? I can see
I just try to put the information out there when I'm talking to people about certain stuff, because a lot of people don't do that. They don't do their research.
And I've been a member of the USCCA for a long time. USCCA has a lot of personal information for personal.
Yeah, I'm a member of the USCCA as well.
USCCA is a great tool.
Yeah, I got the elite.
Okay.
There you go.
Is it because of the places that? Because, like I said, in New York, I don't think people from New York know all these rules because we don't have those things.
And that self-defense insurance is not always with a firearm. It's even with using a fist fight, a knife, or whatever. I mean, as long as it's self-defense, you can use that.
Expensive?
The cheapest one is about $35 a month.
That's not bad.
Nah, and the coverage on it is like $1 million or $2 million for $35 a month.
Choosen, have you ever been in a situation that you would have to use your insurance?
Have I had to use it yet?
Yeah.
No, I haven't had to. I hope I don't have to, but I mean, if I need to, I have it.
I don't even think about.
I was in a situation where I had to use my pew pew. And I didn't have insurance back then, and I had to deal with the court and legal system without insurance. So now I carry insurance always.
Oh, yeah.
I had someone come into my house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And
So,
you would need insurance
yeah.
for that?
No, I have
Well,
insurance for myself. So so here's the thing, right? So when they came in my house, they went for my kid's bedroom. When they went for my kid's bedroom, I sent them pretty much back out the door.
Right.
When I sent them back out the door, or unalived, however you want to use the term, I basically did what I had to do to protect my family, right?
Right.
Well, now I pay USCCA for their insurance. And with USCCA's insurance, now if that ever happens, I now have a legal team that will fight for me. But back then, I didn't have a legal team.
Fight for you though, because I would think that's a given that if somebody came into your house, you were in danger.
Well, I mean, it's just all depends on the circumstances, like, and the situations, because, like, most people don't think, like, you know, if somebody breaking your home, like, a lot of people might use the wrong terms when they call 911, and you know, you can basically screw your own self depending on the terminology you're using when you're talking to the operator. Like, for instance, saying, kill, you know what I'm saying, or I'm about to shoot this, you know what I mean? Like, those are some of the shit that you don't say when you're talking to an operator. Because, you know what I'm saying, a person can break into your home, and they can be on their way trying to run out, and they can turn around and hit themselves on something and sue you. Turn around and sue you.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Nope. There was a guy who fell through a skylight. Okay? He fell through a skylight, landed on someone's kitchen counter. They had a knife sitting on the kitchen counter. It cut the guy. There was nobody home, and he sued the homeowner and won.
Yeah.
Because the guy had a knife on the counter and it was negligent.
Does that go under your homeowner's insurance?
Yeah. They went after his homeowner's insurance and they won.
That's nuts.
They won.
That's why I try to tell, man, do your research on everything, man. Like,
And the dude was arrested for breaking into their house too.
Yeah. There's loopholes on everything out. You just gotta understand that and do the research.
Yep. And that's why I say I will never,
deductible for people breaking into my house and getting hurt.
I will never fail to have pew pew insurance again. I guarantee it. I will never fail to have it.
I have to ask my son if he got it.
It's just like if somebody's out breaking in your car, really there's nothing you can do but just call the police.
I didn't hear what you said because you're filming it.
Unless you're not inside that vehicle, there's nothing you really can do. But
if they're breaking into your vehicle, yeah, no, you can't do anything to that.
And then so many people break into and that's another thing about concealed weapons too, because I know a lot of people that you have concealed their cars get broken into, and to get their concealed. Is there insurance for that?
No.
Here's the other difference. Now say, for instance, you're in Florida, so you all have stand your ground law, and you all have a castle law, which is one in your vehicle and one in your home.
You said we don't have it?
Say, Adrian,
No, you do in Florida. You do.
Have it.
Okay.
So say, for instance, you're in your car and you're parked somewhere, you're waiting on somebody, and somebody comes up and try to rob you, whatever. You have the right to defend yourself at that point because you're inside your vehicle, which is a castle law for Florida.
But if I was outside,
but every state doesn't have castle law.
But in
other words,
there's
nothing you can do.
Yeah, so if you're outside of the vehicle,
token, you have the right to stand your grounds.
Yes. But if you're outside the vehicle, you can't do anything about the fact that they're trying to steal your vehicle. In other words, if you're in your
discourages a lot of people from even getting one of these
if you're
things.
sitting in your house and you see someone go try and steal your car outside, you can't go outside and unalive them. That makes sense. You can't do that.
It's just when people feel like when they buy a gun that it stops
pew,
there.
pew.
Once you buy a gun, it never stops there. You gotta once you purchase
Choosen.
that, it doesn't stop
Choosen.
there. You gotta continue going on with the next steps.
So just remember, you gotta use TikTok friendly words. You know, my page always
you gotta use TikTok friendly words. Use pew pew, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Pew pew, which is such a childish fucking name for
it. It is a stupid childish word, but we love the TikTok shop anyway.
That's childish.
Damn it.
Yeah,
I'm childish to
when
say.
people purchase firearms,
Right. I
when they
don't.
purchase firearms, they think that it's supposed to stop there, and they don't. Like, you got to continue doing your research and gaining the
Because
knowledge
the laws,
behind it
do the
because
laws
it's
keep
so
on
much
changing
more
for
than
that? I
just.
don't think laws change. I know that they keep on trying to change the laws, but do the
Oh, laws
laws
change
change
all the
frequently?
time.
Really
Laws
for that?
change all the time. You bet
Yeah,
they
they
do.
change all
State
the
laws
time.
change. Federal laws
So
change.
but for those for the pupils, so, all
Yeah,
right. So I gotta ask my son if he got all of these things
yeah.
because, well, let me ask you something. If he's in the military, does that automatically happen?
No, just because he's in the military doesn't automatically
No,
make it so he has that castle. He has
No.
insurance because military
Just
has
because they don't
that kind
carry
of
all the
stuff.
time.
You're covered by JAG if you're on a military installation, right? So if he's living on base in his own home and on base, that's one thing, and JAG will be the one who will defend him. Now, if he's out there in public, that he's not covered by the military. Then
Oh,
he's
okay.
now governed under the same laws that everybody else is.
All right, that makes sense because he told me that he can't get he said, but you know what's so stupid about it too? Because he wants me to sign the paper because he's not 21 yet. He wants me to sign the paper for a hand one,
yeah,
and I'm like, but he was able to go ahead and buy the big ass one that's in my house. So that the big
it's
one you were able to buy, but you can't have
it's
a
a
hand one.
it's a difference. It's a difference with buying a handgun and a hand firearm versus a rifle firearm.
A
I
rifle or
see. And I
shotgun.
don't think
Yeah.
okay. Because why? Because of those the ones that are for hunting, like for
Yes,
game.
that's because their determinations
Yeah,
are
yeah. It's a
because one
different
is
age
used for hunting and
requirement
one's used
also.
for self protection. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Then why do I? Okay. Because then I was like, why do
they
I?
consider hunting as they basically consider hunting as a
You're
sport. So
you're you're American, right?
they allow a lower age.
Well, hunting is a lot. A lot of people use hunting for what? What do they use hunting for? They use it for food and things of that nature. So,
Yeah,
if you're hunting
yeah,
now, just like if you're under a certain age in Nebraska, it's 12. You have to have hunter safety in Nebraska to be able to go hunting before you're under 18. Okay. Now, if you're over 18, of course, you don't have to do that. But if you're under 18, you have to go through what's called hunter safety to be able to get a hunting license for someone underage. Now, in the state of Nebraska, also though, you have to be 21, just like you are where you are in Georgia. So you have to be 21 to be able to buy a hand pew pew, right? Um, and again, that is because of what they're designated for. Again, a hand pew pew is specifically designed for self-defense.
Hmm.
Most people are carrying it for self-defense, and that's why they say a child shouldn't have one. Adults should,
Because a
not just
rifle doesn't
children.
have to. Can I say rifle? No, a rifle doesn't. You don't have to hide that in a car, do you?
No, you don't have to hide it, but you again want to make sure it's separated from the rounds and things of that nature. It still is a pew pew, and it still has to follow the same rules, no matter
Okay.
what kind of pew pew it is.
Okay. So even okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, and I can
So
understand
like,
what I was saying before. I can see why people get discouraged from getting one because, like you said, Charles, it's our God-given right. I mean, but
well,
it's
it's a constitutional right, but yes.
okay, constitutional right. But I can see why it discourages a lot of people from getting it because it's a lot of work. A lot of
It
people
is a
don't
lot
want
of
to do
work and it's a pain in the ass, yes.
it ain't no difference.
Say that again,
There's no
Charles?
difference than when people come out here on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? To learn TikTok. I mean, you don't just come out here just doing viral. I mean,
Oh
you gotta follow the
God!
rules and
Don't
you gotta
relate
learn how to work
TikTok to pew
TikTok.
pews. Oh no!
TikTok will give you
So
all the wrong information.
it's
Some
basically
of
the
the
same
stupid
thing.
people in TikTok, I don't want them to have a pew pew. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're probably all just like me too. Not know how to use it and looking all stupid and fumbling and everything like that. Because I don't know. It's thank you for sharing that information because I had no idea. I still probably.
It's just basically learning everything.
It's
So,
easy,
Pick
but
and
it's
choose what they
constantly
want to
learning.
learn
It's not,
about.
you know what? You
so
know
I
what I
have.
thought about the other day. I know I'm changing the subject just a little bit, but it's kind of do the same thing, right? So you know how they always say like men and women think differently, right? And I was thinking of it was because
Yeah.
of our body parts. Just think about this real quick. I know it's kind of off, right? So men have penises, right? And it goes straight forward, right? So they just think it one way because your penis only goes one way. And a woman's vajayjay is circular. So we're thinking about everything, we're thinking about all different angles, all different sides. I thought about that last night.
You're way
like,
too much shit into that. What the hell? That was way too philosophical there, Adrian. Way too damn philosophical. Circular thought. I've heard some women on this damn app that are damn sure not thinking circular. That's for sure.
Women do think. We think of every single angle possible, or what could possibly, all the different types of possibilities, and every type of situation. Yes, it's circular. We're going around. Where men only think about one way. It's like, no, it has to be this way. And that's it. You can't think outside the box. It's always like that. Straight ahead.
Yeah, deep into that, Brandon.
I thought about that about our body parts and about what makes us different. Like even that is sometimes I be thinking about. But in this type of situation,
I would say it
I'm trying to
differently,
think of
Adrian.
everything possible.
So I would use your analogy differently. See, men go straight to the point, and women go around the bush. But however you want to stop.
I mean,
come on now.
I guarantee you, Adrian. Out of the 17 people right now watching this live, I guarantee out of the 17, maybe only 2 of them probably knew anything about self-defense insurance.
I know I didn't.
Because, like I say, people pick and choose what they want to learn about.
That's right.
Because what about they care about? Because I bet you some of these people will know everybody's business in and out, where they live, what they do, their kids, their husband, they know all that shit. And then
they know about everything about that. But the stuff that they should know about, they ain't gonna know about.
The shit that they do, should know. You absolutely right.
A lot of people are not prepared.
I don't think they want to be, because the other thing, a lot of people, right, on TikTok, I have noticed, there are a lot of you guys that are working, right? So that you working, this is background noise. It keeps you up. It keeps you motivated. Sometimes the music is just not doing it for you guys anymore, especially when you do it a long time. So keeping talking is keeping you guys up, especially for these long rides. But there's also a lot of people who are very introverted, who like to stay by themselves in their homes. It's safer that way to be by myself. And this is their only way of like communicating with people. So they don't care about all these laws and all this stuff because they never go out the house. So they don't give a shit about what the laws are.
That's because a lot of people don't think too far ahead. Just like I'm gonna give you this situation. You stay in a house, or you stay in an apartment?
You stay in a house. It's my
house.
Oh, you see that big ass spot?
You stay in a house or apartment?
House.
All right, so you've been staying in the house, I'm pretty sure, for a while. You should know your home, right?
Right.
So every person that stays in their home or apartment, I can say, home or apartment, you should be able to walk through your entire house in the dark without turning on a light. I'm serious.
No, I turn on my lights.
Because just to say, like, say for instance, we didn't have alarm. Just say for instance, we didn't have security systems and all that, and someone broke into your home, right?
I'm hiding.
You're not gonna turn the light on, because if you turn the light on, then they know where you're at, right?
Right.
So you should be able to know how to walk through your entire home in the dark. A lot of people can't. But why not? You should be able to walk in your own home. You should know where everything's at in your own home to where you can walk in the dark.
Man, all right. So, because I can barely find my keys half the time. So what does that mean though? If I can't walk in my house?
So you should just practice that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I teach my kids that. I teach my kids different things because you never know what might go on. You never know what might happen.
Be aware of your surroundings at all times.
I'm next time I will let them
just
take
say,
me.
for instance,
take everything.
Say for instance, you had say for instance, you came home, you was tired, you laid your purse and you laid your debit card on the counter. Say for instance, you didn't have a security system. You went to go lay down. You forgot to lock the front door. You left the front door unlocked. Somebody came up in your house. You happen to hear them come in your house, but you don't know where they're at right now, Or say for instance, you didn't have to hear them come in your house, but you went downstairs just on instinct just to get a glass of water, and you looked at the counter and seen that your debit card was gone. You know, you the only person in that house. You know, somebody else in that house now. If your debit card is gone, right? It's just having instinct and knowing everything and knowing the surroundings in your home.
That sounds like I understand, Choosen, but I don't do that. Like, what's the statistics of that actually happening?
That
I mean, you
actually
never
happens
know
quite a
none of
bit.
that. I mean,
Home invasions
yeah.
are very are
Really?
quite
I
prevalent.
grew up in New
Actually, yeah.
York, and my mother always left the doors open. We always left the doors open. The doors were open. The windows was open. Because my
You
mother
can't do
said if
that
somebody wants to
nowadays.
come in, they're gonna make their way in anyway. So why break shit while they're coming in? Because nothing is of
You
value.
ain't gonna do that nowadays.
Really? Because I've been
I
alive
mean, yeah, back in the
and
day when
lock
I
a
was
window
staying
and
in
never fucking
Mississippi,
happened to me.
you know, we used to keep our front door unlocked, the corridors unlocked down in the south.
Yeah,
But
but I
nowadays, you can't do that.
got an alarm system. I don't even know the code for because I never put it on. I shouldn't tell people that, but it's true. But I do got a firearm. Damn it, I don't know how to use it, but I do have one.
Yeah,
I mean, like, cause I just
yeah.
have that mentality of like of when my being raised that way. My mother's like, if
It's
they're
just
gonna come in,
always
they're gonna come in.
preparing yourself.
If somebody's
That's, I
determined
mean,
to do something, they're
it's
gonna
just
fucking
always
do it.
preparing yourself.
All right, yeah, I know. Wah, wah, wah. I get it, Chosen. I do get it. I just grew up a little. I'm more
Yeah.
free spirited,
But like
so
I say, a lot of people don't look that far ahead.
because
You
that
know,
can be
or
kind
all
of
people
stressful if
always
you're thinking
counting on
about always somebody
technology.
coming to get you. Don't you think so? It's a little bit
I mean, you
stressful.
can't never count on technology though.
What do you mean technology? Of what? Let's say somebody breaks into, I'm gonna be passing out. If
Like
somebody breaks
with
into my house, I'm gonna be passing out. Gonna be in shock. I'm like, here, just take whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna sit there and fight
yeah,
nobody
what you
over
say?
it.
You gonna be so knocked out you ain't even gonna hear them, huh?
I'm not gonna hit.
You
Well,
sleep
not
hard.
that. I wouldn't care. Like, take it. Take whatever you. I don't got
You
shit
sleep
in here
hard.
of value anyway. I don't got millions of dollars hiding underneath my mattress and shit. Take it. You want the TV? Take the fucking TV. You know what I mean? You want me to help you to the
Yeah,
floor? You want me to help you to the floor? I'll help you out. Because I have insurance, right? And insurance will cover it.
yeah,
So I don't have to worry about that shit. But I get it. A lot of people do think like you
yeah,
do, Chosen, like Charles, because you got to. Good morning, Brenda. Can never be prepared. So
yeah.
my quiet time of the day today was about. What was it about, Charles? It was about. Man, let me go get my
You
box.
said you have a note. Where's your notebook?
I know. I'm gonna get my notepad now. See, because this is what happens when you get old. You have to write. You have to write everything down. So, and also, I was doing my quiet
It's
time
about
in
advocacy,
the
by the
morning.
way.
It was
Advocacy.
advocate.
Well, here,
It was the
while
word
you
advocate.
got
Yeah.
your notebook out, while you got your notebook out, write USCCA down.
For what? For what?
Because they're the
You-
ones that
Hey, just to have it,
home protection insurance.
USCCA self-defense insurance. You can maybe pass the information to somebody else if you
I'll
might
pass
not
it
want
down
to
to
use
my
it.
son because he's
Yeah,
the guy over here. You said what? USCC?
you have USCCA or you have Legal Shield.
Legal shit?
Legal Shield.
Oh, shit. Oh, I heard of that. Why have I heard of that before?
Yeah.
Is it commercials?
Yeah, I would recommend the USCCA over Legal
USCCA
Shield,
or
though.
one of the best ones.
Yeah, I wrote it
Yeah.
down. You
And I
can't
mean,
see
you
it.
can
But I wrote it down.
contact them 365, 7 days a week, any time of the day.
I went to my
You can
son
pretty
about
much
it.
find an attorney all over the U.S.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the attorney number is right on the back side of
Yeah,
my USCCA card.
yeah.
I just call that
I
If
number.
you
just
happen to
because
get
my
in a
job offers
situation,
me legal. Maybe that's where I heard it from. Because my job offers me a couple of dollars a month, and so hey, good morning, Crystal. And if I need some type of like legal stuff going on, they will hook me up with an attorney
morning, Brenda.
to help me out. So is that the same thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. We're
It might
talking
be
about
similar.
insurance.
I mean, it's probably, like I said, it's probably a retainer or something.
I think so because I think they helped me with like I had to file bankruptcy when I got divorced, and I called up that for my job, and they were able to go ahead and didn't have to pay anything for it. So
So it
I
might
guess
be just a
Yeah,
different
it's
type
the
of
same
retainer.
thing. The only difference is what USCCA carries is attorneys that specifically deal with self-defense.
Yeah, self
So
defense.
that's what their specialty is,
Yeah.
right? So yours is a generalized for your job, because there's a lot of different things they could use them for,
Yeah.
taxes, like
All
you
right, so I
did,
should look
divorce.
into this home invasion.
Yeah.
What's called? What's the name of the insurance called?
Yeah.
It's called self-defense insurance.
Let me write that down too.
Yeah.
Yep. The USCCA specifically focuses on self-defense. So if you have a situation that happens,
And
that's what they're made for.
Say for instance, you in a situation and you're getting pulled over or something. Say you're a USCCA member and you're getting pulled over for a situation. You can call them right then and there and tell them the situation, what's going on. They'll tell you everything you need to say and what you don't need to say.
Real? Wow. How many times have you had to use them?
Huh?
How many times did you have to use them?
I haven't used it yet. Hope I don't have to use it, but I mean I got it if I need it.
I use that number every single time I get pulled over. I use that number.
Did you get pulled over a lot, Charles?
I used to, not anymore, but I used to. But the thing is when you have there's a difference in a different conversation when your attorney's on the line, and that law enforcement officer is dealing with you and your attorney. It's a little different.
Yeah,
and they act quite a bit different too, because they also know that attorney.
But see, I don't get pulled over. I don't get pulled over, Adrian, because I had a sticker on the back of my pickup truck. So if a police officer did pull me over, they already know, like, oh, he's a member of USCCA. So
yep, I do too.
It might
to notify them that you're a USCCA member.
Oh, so you're gonna walk up like, okay, so you got a sticker to say that you're a US, that you protected?
It says it right there on the back of my pickup too. You bet.
Yeah.
See, I'm pretty sure they see that. They're probably like, yeah, I'm not even gonna be bothered because I already know they're gonna call somebody up and they're gonna tell them what to say.
Well, they're a lot different.
Well, I mean, they
right?
look at it like 9 out of 10. If this person got this sticker, 9 out of 10, they're probably legit. They got everything in the road. They got all their ducks in order. So they probably,
Well, and
that's
the other thing is this.
Do they expire? Do those things expire? Unless
the USCCA membership? As long as you pay your bill every month, no.
But how would they know? So, like, say if you have the sticker in the back, how do they know you paid your bill?
They don't know you paid your bill, but at the end of the day, they're still going to deal with you differently. Because also to understand this, USCCA well, understand this, okay, right? So, Adrian, USCCA stands for United States Concealed Carry Association. So that means that they understand automatically that you're concealed carrying.
Got it. Okay.
See? So they're going to know that most likely this person has a pew-pew in that vehicle. So they're going to deal with the situation differently.
Or you see some guys that might have an NRA sticker on the back of their vehicle,
right.
National Rifle Association.
Is that the same? My son is
a similar organization.
National Rifle Association.
Yeah, I know, because my son does competitions for them.
So the National Rifle Association is designed mainly for hunting and fishing and things of that nature, right? So they're really focused on on that. But the USCCA is specifically designed for concealed carry, education, and operation in life.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot. Hey, beautiful. Okay, that sounds like a lot. I know so much about pew-pews right now, and I've never looked at this information.
The NRA is stuff that's going to give you a different education about hunting and what.
Really, because they never gave me the impression it was about hunting. When they sent my son to like Alabama, they sent him to Chicago, they sent him to all these different.
But he's in shooting
I didn't think it was about hunting.
So. Well, no, he's in competition. So competition again is the same. Again, the USCCA also manages competitions as well. The NRA, again, that's a shooting competition is what it is, right?
Right.
And it's proficiency. That's what it is. It's
about what? Proficiency for what? That's what these
utilizing firearms. I used.
Why do we need to utilize them?
Yeah.
It's don't. I'm sorry.
There's dumb people in this world. That's why.
They host classes. I mean, you can basically call the number anytime, like, and ask them any question. They better give you the feedback on whatever question asking. Like, they send you a bunch of information in the mail. They send you magazines in the mail. Like,
yeah, I know. I get all the magazines. I get my
I
get all that shit.
So the NRA also is the one who manages the hunter safety course for every state.
I don't know if it had to do with, honestly, I never knew it had anything to do with hunting. I just thought it was
It's all about hunting. National Rifle Association.
You sleep rest well.
What do you use a rifle for most of the time?
I don't fucking know. I'm not.
Listen. My 6.5 Creedmoor is not designed for home defense. I promise you that.
I don't know. We don't hunt in New York.
Yes, you do. In upstate New York, there's plenty of good hunting.
Nobody goes upstate to New York except for Just Saying. That's the country too. Nobody goes up there. It's fucking cold. In New York, in the city, you don't have to do that.
It's fucking cold in New York too. In New York City.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not sitting here like we don't live on like farmland. It's like
I dealt with New York City and it's cold in the damn wintertime. I'll tell you what, y'all get that damn snow that's nasty and yucky.
Yeah, please, I understand.
They're hunting whitetail up there. They're hunting black bear up there. They're hunting
in New York, like the 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
Nothing to hunt.
Well, people.
Oh, so let me ask you this, right? Since New York laws are so much harder with the PQs, right? Do the upstate New York, the people that live on farmlands and all that stuff, do they have the same laws, even though it's still New York State?
Because New York City has its own laws that they've set for New York City itself, right? The 5 boroughs. Outside of New York City, they can't govern what happens in the rest of the state. Only the state does.
It's so sorry. Okay, so if you live in upstate New York, if you live in like a Albany or Buffalo or something like that, you are allowed to have the concealed license and all those different types of licenses.
You may. It depends.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never researched Albany, but yeah.
As a resident, yeah, you can. But as someone coming in from another state, nah. I don't know. They don't recognize it. But you as a resident, you can purchase a firearm in New York.
So here's the thing. I will say this because I deal with my reciprocity. If you have a California resident California concealed carry, New York upstate does have reciprocity with California. Now here's the thing. New York City doesn't have reciprocity with anybody. New Jersey doesn't have reciprocity with anybody. But upstate New York does with California. Now here's the thing though. The problem is upstate New York should have reciprocity with everybody, but we won't talk about that part. But again, it's all about reciprocity.
We're the best state ever.
Like mine's from whatever.
We don't need nobody.
That's why my Utah concealed carry permit is good in 34 states, and your New York concealed carry is only good in 1.
Let me ask you something though. What's the crime rate? I mean, like honestly, do we really need them in New York?
Yes, because it's way higher in New York than it is in Nebraska.
Shit, you need them everywhere. Shit.
Do I need to statistically show you what the difference between the crime rates in New York City 5 boroughs versus Omaha, Nebraska?
I know the crime rate is right, but I don't think we do crimes with having a pew-pew. I think we do our crimes, but I don't think it's necessary for us to use a pew-pew for our crimes.
Listen, I've been in the Bronx at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've heard those damn things going off at 3 o'clock in the morning. The hell no. I'm telling you, my ass was carrying at 3 o'clock in the morning in the Bronx.
You use your head, you knuckle up.
No, I ain't knuckling nothing. I'm 48 years old. I'll knuckle to 45, and that's all I need to knuckle up to.
Okay, but so let me ask you about pew-pewings, right? You don't hear about pew-pewings happening in New York a lot. I don't think they do. But you always will hear them in those other different states.
Well, Chicago.
I mean, you heard about them. They just don't probably make the news.
I don't know. That's like the same thing where everybody always talk about, New York got big rats, and I ain't never seen a fucking rat in my life in New York. But for some reason, you get every time somebody tells me,
they're in the sewers.
Along
with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in the sewers in New York too. I'm just saying.
So what alligators too? So what alligators?
Alligators. Crocodiles in the sewers of New York.
There's like so much. So again, so that goes to having too much information. That's too much information. That's not even true. That because you be on TikTok and you see people with the big rats walking around, and I'm like, I've never seen that before.
Listen,
they definitely got big rats.
I've never seen them. As a matter of fact, the only rat that I ever seen that was big was here in Florida, and this shit was walking around in a shopping center, and I was like, that's what they were talking
got some
about.
big rats.
Have you seen them chosen yourself?
Because I mean, you gotta think, shit. New York, they throw all their trash on the curb.
And there's also garbage companies that come pick it up that we don't have to pay for. I mean, we pay for it in our taxes.
Yeah, but I mean, but you still got them piles of trash sitting there
and
until
they get picked up.
the trash man comes.
It doesn't matter.
So that's gonna make rodents.
I'm telling you, as a New Yorker, and Crystal's in the comments, and she's a New Yorker too. We don't see rats like that, and I don't know. Maybe it's because there's so many people. The rats are kind of like mixed up with the people. But I ain't never seen them.
I've been through all the boroughs, and I've seen plenty of them.
You was looking for them. That's why. Usually, when you look for something, you find it.
Brooklyn, Bronx.
So I just looked it up really quick, Adrian. I just looked it up. In January 2024, there were 66 incidents with pew-pews.
In a whole year.
2023, in January 2023 there was 74. So it is down a little bit, but 66 incidents with a pew-pew in New York City in 2024.
Okay, do you think it's because it gets reported because they're illegal? Because I'm pretty sure Georgia, where it's legal, you're not going to get reports on it.
No, you still will get reports on it if you have an active.
It just all depends on the areas too.
When I was living in Georgia, there was a town called Kennesaw, and by law, every household had to have one. So Georgia,
that was a city ordinance.
Yeah, every household had to have one in their house. Good thing I didn't live over there, but when I heard about that shit, like I said, I was so paranoid over it. That's the reason why I got my son into it, because I was like, I don't want you, because you hear stories, because in New York you hear stories, kids be playing around with them shits and hurt themselves. So I didn't want, I was making sure that, because if my son was going to somebody else's house, I want to make sure he knew that to respect it. It's not a fucking toy.
Absolutely, great man, a great job. I like that, and a lot of people don't. That's the other problem that we have today is failure to educate on the safety of it. The safety is imperative, and a lot of people don't.
I teach my kids young.
Well, yeah, so, and usually if you're coming from states that use them or allow them, they do learn them young. But I was coming from New York, I didn't know nothing about this shit. So I was like,
one thing I use for my kids to understand the difference between pew-pews and things like that is, one, I've always had one, and I've always carried one. Right. In my house, I've always open carried one, right? So it's just always been a natural part of life. The reason why you get those kids that go in there and they sneak in there and they play with them and they hurt themselves is because they don't ever actually make them readily used to having them around, right? And they say, "Oh, look, I can check out Dad's pew-pew, and oh, check this out." And they talk to their friend, and then their friend gets unalived. That's what the situation is. They're not used to them, and it's just like a shiny toy that oh cool, and it's just like a shiny toy that oh cool,
Right.
Right. Whereas if you always have it around and you're always, I looked at my kids and I said, that's a tool. Well, that's a tool. And guess what? My kids that equate my pew-pews. And guess what? My kids that equate my pew-pews with tools.
So, bro.
Guess what? They don't want to deal with it because that means work.
No, that makes sense. It's because you guys were that makes sense. It's because you guys were because but if you don't think of that stuff, like for me, I didn't think about it until I moved to the South. I didn't think that was an issue because I didn't
where I lived in where I lived in Utah, in the middle of Utah where we lived, there was literally like 100 county sheriffs for the entire county that we were in. And our entire county is 3/4 of the entire state of Utah, in the middle of the state of Utah. So if the situation does arise where I need to call law enforcement, it might be 45 minutes before they ever get to me. So at the end of the day, I had to be able to protect myself, you know. So
But the thing is, who is coming to you 45 minutes away? Like if I'm about to rob somebody, unless you don't, the county sheriff robs you.
No,
No, I'm saying the
robber.
robber. Who is gonna do a home invasion to somebody that's only 45 minutes away? Like who's driving 45 minutes?
They're not 45 minutes away. The county sheriff's deputies are.
Oh, okay. Really?
That's my point. So if that situation happens, it might be 45 minutes before they ever get to my house.
Right.
Because our county is so big.
Okay, that I can understand, I guess.
So think about it this way, right? So you're used to New York, right? So if you add all of the mileage between driving from all 5 boroughs, what do you think that is? 100 miles?
I don't know. We take trains and buses.
Okay, well, 50 miles then, I'll guess. Okay, fine. Let's put it this way: in the state of New York, okay, or I mean not the state of New York, in the state of Utah, our county starts on the east side of the state of Utah, and you have about 250 miles wide of the state of Utah where our county is. And you have 100 county sheriffs who are deployed to protect that entire area.
Okay, let me tell you something about this story that you have. And then are the people that, okay, so I moved to Georgia, and I used to be, when I was in Georgia was so cheap that I was able to work. I didn't have to work. I was able to stay at home with my youngest son. And so I used to be part of this moms club, and there used to be a whole bunch of women, used to stay at home moms, and we used to have play dates and all this other shit, right? So, hey Nasir, hey Pink. So one day, so now the kids are getting grown, the kids are getting older, going to school, and so one of the stay-at-home moms, she went to the precinct, the sheriff's office, or whatever the fuck it was, to do it because she was bilingual. She went in to get a position to become like a secretary or whatever, to answer the phone. And next thing you know, she comes home and she's like, I just got a job as being one of the sheriffs. And I'm like, what? She was like, you had no experience. They didn't even put her in a training program or anything. They just handed her a badge and a piece and said, go ahead, have fun, and a car, and was just like, okay, now you are a police officer. That's when I really gave up.
No, I don't think that's actually true that they did that for her. They had to have put her through some kind of training if she was an officer on the road. If she was a dispatcher, that's a different story, though. You know what?
I just got a text message. Pink, hey, Touch. Pink, Pink, are you still in here? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Pink. I'm so sorry, Pink. I'm so sorry, beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just heard some bad news. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord.
Everything's all right.
Not really, but Jesus, Lord, have mercy. I hate, the world goes around, and time is so short, and time is so quick, and you never know what people go into, and we sit there and we argue about the most stupidest things sometimes, especially on this fucking app, and it's like we don't know how precious every single fucking day is. Thank you, Touch. Touch. I love you, Touch.
No, hopefully everything's all right, Pink. Well,
I don't even know she's
whatever you're going through.
Oh, all right, I won't say anything.
She just said don't say anything.
All right, I won't say anything. Well,
I said hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so my question of the day was advocacy. Being somebody's advocate, right? So I was asking, DJ was in here earlier, and I said, when was the last time? Now I think we advocate for people all the time, but I think that it's sometimes it's hard for us to remember when people advocate for us. And so I was asking DJ Hondo about this before. Touch, a lot of people have been advocating for you. A lot of people have been advocating for you. And so so the conversation was, so DJ Hondo was mentioning about how the other day, he got a big contract because he did some work with some guy. And that's how we got into this whole trucking thing, is that somebody was, he had a job, and that person, and he was going to get another contract, and somebody from an old contract advocated for him. They said, oh Lord, girl. All right, so somebody advocated for him, and that's how he was able to get this other big contract. So that was the question of the day. When was the last time somebody advocated for you? You can think about that. So I was thinking about, I've had Pink is one of the big advocates for me. She is amazing girlfriend. And she had, and this app is kind of hard to advocate for people because so I feel like, you have that one person advocating and then everybody else is just jumping on your ass. Like, so you like fighting 100 people. But meanwhile, you're right about things, but nobody's trying to hear you because, the masses are the ones that are against you. So I know in this app it's hard to advocate for people. I know there's a lot of amazing women. So Pink Ninja is one of those who definitely advocated for me one time and was fighting the masses. I know Touch be always going through some shit, and she always got somebody advocating for her. That's how I met her, but not on this app. And but this could be on the app or off the app because, like I said, Hondo was able to say that somebody advocated for him by getting him a contract. So that was my question of the day. When was the last time? Hey, Nene. When was the last time somebody advocated for you? Don't ask me what.
Choosen, do you want to go first?
Well, you've been here longer. Let Choosen think about it.
All right.
You go ahead. I'm on load right now.
For me, I guess I've had some people advocate for me at my job, my new job.
Right, you did say that.
Because
right?
I am doing, I'm pushing really hard to get through all the management training that I'm trying to get through so that I can get into corporate over there. So they are, so they've advocated for me quite a bit on that just because of how hard I've pushed and worked. So,
right, and people are not going to advocate for you unless they could prove it, right? So nobody's going to stand on. True. They're going to have to know that, okay, well, Charles has a good work ethic. Not because Charles said he had one, but because they actually see, like, to me, your actions speak louder than your words. So you could sit here and talk, but as long as you actually show and prove me the type of person that you are, is the only way I'm going to believe what you show me. I'm not going to believe what you tell me.
Absolutely, I agree.
And I think that applies in real life. I don't know why that doesn't apply in this app. In this app, sometimes words matter more than actual actions. But I think in real life experiences, it's more about your actions.
Because everybody got different motives on this app.
You're right.
Well, and also this app is also mainly designed for talking, right? So a lot of people just focus on your words versus actions, really.
Yeah, but the thing is, we could talk, but there's so many things that we could talk about that doesn't need to be advocated for. Like, if you sit in there, if Charles is, if you guys were having this whole discussion about the laws and stuff like that, I can't sit here and try to pick apart your story to try to make, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's hard on the app. But it's hard on the app because on TikTok you can be anybody you want to be. You never know who you're really talking to on here, unless you actually getting to, know people. Like, never know how the people that you talk to.
But patterns are always the same. Because Choosen, you've been on this app for a long time, so the people who talk just a lot of shit and people who are about that action. If you just sit back and
I know how to separate the two.
Right.
But everybody don't.
I know. Is that because they don't want to know the truth about people?
Some people don't want to. It's
is it because of these people because they're fake themselves, maybe because they're fake themselves?
I was going to say, a lot of times, a lot of people are putting a mask on the app anyway for themselves, let alone anybody else. So they definitely don't want their own mask uncovered when uncovering other people's masks, so.
So you think it's easy to pick other people apart? So if I pick on this person apart, then they won't focus on me?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's sad. It's sad.
It is.
Yeah, eyes wide shut.
But remember back in our day, right? So back when we were younger, when you dealt with well, when we were younger, in our Gen X days, way back when, when the world wasn't electronically based, you had to deal with people face to face. And when you said something, out of how do they say it on this app now? Out of the side of your mouth or whatever the hell they say it, out of pocket or whatever. I don't know what word they use. But whenever they do those kinds of things, you deal with somebody head on, right? It's always toe to toe, right? Because you were standing in front of someone, right? So nowadays that doesn't happen anymore. So that threat of violence was always there, if that makes sense.
Do you think it's hard? Like for me, I do struggle with advocating for people on this app because a lot of times too, when I advocate for people on this app, they end up. It's like you get okay. It's like you get jumped. You know what I mean? Because there's more people against you than there is people for you. It's like that mob mentality where it's like it's better to join the masses than to stand up for a person.
Yeah, I call them sheeple.
Wrong was wrong. So sometimes I feel like I just sit back and I'm like, you know what? It's gonna unfold because you know what? Because people I think pick and choose who they want to support and who they don't want to support.
Yeah.
And some people could be all fucking wrong.
That happens a lot on her.
Right.
I call them people. Mm-hmm.
But that's why I deal with certain people different.
But right, because to me it's like because we used to sit back instead of being just nosy. You know, I mean I'm nosy. Don't get me wrong, I'm nosy, but I don't have to put my 2 cents in it.
Yeah.
But again, is that a wrong thing?
I mean, no, it's a stay the hell out of the way thing.
Yeah. Just stand out the way.
So okay, so I was watching a video. I'm pretty sure you guys seen this TikTok video about there was like a young lady. I guess it was over. They were fighting. It was in New York, and they were fighting over a parking space or something. And then the 2 guys jumped this girl, and everybody was just standing around looking at them jump this girl and video recording it and all that other stuff. That woman didn't have an advocate. Is that different when you out in the street? Like if you saw somebody, Crystal was talking about that the other day. She was in a parking lot and this guy and this girl were fighting. There was some type of DV situation going on. And do people just sit there, hey red sauce? Do people sit there and be like, yo, dude, stop smacking your chick like that? Or do they would just sit back and just be like, ooh, you see how this guy is treating this girl?
They used to do that. Remember, it used to be that way. You always stood up for, for and advocated for especially for women, preaching for women's safe. But today, a lot of times people are more worried about recording that shit with his phone or something like that, because then they can put that shit online and they can monetize that. Or things like that. Or on the other side of that spectrum too, today, a lot of people are not raised with the idea of protection or chivalry, right? Now, yes, is it dangerous for me? And could it happen where I could end up unalived if I stepped into that situation? Sure, it could happen, right? And yes, that could potentially leave my children without a dad and all those kind of things. Yes, it is. But again, back in my day, where I was raised, that wasn't a question.
Yeah,
my job was to step in and stop that, because you never know who's going to get hurt in that situation. So, and I've always said, and I had another video, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I pointed it out, stand when it's not popular, because everybody deserves respect, right?
Right.
It may not be popular. A lot of times on this app, it's not popular to stand for something. And there's a country song that says you got to stand for something or you fall for anything.
Yeah, right, everything.
And that's a fact.
And we used to do that, but I mean,
I could barely hear you, Choosen. You're really quiet.
Is he talking to us or he's working?
I don't know. I thought he was talking to us.
I'm saying you can't advocate for everybody. I say you can't advocate for everyone because you think you know a person and you really don't.
Well,
and you get double teamed or get jumped from other people because they really know that person, but they're not gonna tell you. So they just sit back.
Mm-hmm. Right, because that's usually what I do. I just sit back because I really know the person.
That's why I said on here it's different, right? It depends, right? So like if I'm in the box and somebody's being openly disrespectful to you, I'm gonna jump in and tell them to stop being a disrespectful asshole. Adrian,
anyway. I don't need nobody defending me on this fucking app because to me it's like I can hold my own or I could just walk away. Adrian, I can just turn the shit over.
Adrian, I appreciate and I respect your independence. And I respect the fact that you don't need that. But at the end of the day, though, I'm still going to do it because it's right.
Does it make you feel better as a man?
No. It makes you feel that the fact is I'm doing what's right, not what everybody else does. Everybody else can sit back and allow that to happen. I'm not going to do it because I choose
even though I
to
know
be
this show
different.
live, I ain't gonna let somebody come here and talk crazy to you.
I wouldn't care if they did. That's the thing. Like
Again, but it
would
is
mean more
a
to me if I was
respect thing
but I'm
for
still
us.
gonna, I'm still gonna say something and speak on it. Just simple fact, we friends. You know what I mean? Been friends for a little minute now, so I ain't just let a person just come here and talk crazy and not say nothing.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Choosen. I know.
But it's a respect thing for you.
It is okay. Yeah. But you know I can hold my fucking own too.
Yes, you can. Like I said, I respect your independence 100%, and I respect that you don't need that. But I'm still going to do it anyway.
All right. Okay, but so let me say, in the street though, if I was in the street, I mean, would you guys do it in the street? So you see, I'm having
hell yes, I would in a second. Absolutely. Again, because remember, I was raised. And I'm assuming Choosen was probably raised in the same era we were. Back then, we were raised in a different era of mindset, right? Today, that mindset is very different, but our mindset was not.
Okay, so but the thing, I get what you're saying. So why is the mind state different? Is it because everybody's afraid of getting hurt themselves?
No, a lot of it has to do with the digital age and things. A lot of it has to do with the fact that now we can get every answer we want immediately. We didn't have to have patience. We didn't have to take time. We didn't have to do a lot of those different things. A lot of things are also how people raise their children.
The technology. Like I remember, like the teachers were never wrong.
Technology, social media, and cell phones.
So you think really it's technology? Okay,
just messed up everything.
Yeah.
So let me say, I grew up in the teachers were never wrong. It's always the teachers were always right. No matter what you did, the teacher was right. Nowadays, I feel like the parents don't let the teachers be right. So I think teachers are kind of afraid to like discipline children because their kids will go back home to their mother. Next thing you know, the mother's coming to the school screaming at the teacher.
Well, look at the fact now that you also can't even discipline your own kids in your own home anymore either.
Well, nowadays, some majority of the teachers don't care because most of them getting underpaid. You know what I mean? So they don't care.
Well, I think teachers were getting underpaid back then too. But I know that the teachers were like they treat the kids like they were their own children. Like my mother was a teacher, and my mother used to yoke up kids on the floor when they were acting up. Like, my mother couldn't do that today.
They cared back then. It was a village back then. We don't have a village nowadays.
We don't have a village.
That's why people say, "Oh well, why kids don't go outside no more?" Shit, it's hard for kids to go outside nowadays because we don't have a village like we had back in the days as kids.
So what is it? Because
you had neighbors stand up with each other.
Why do people not have that village? Why do people don't have that village no more? Are they afraid of the consequences?
Everybody's selfish. Everybody off for themselves.
That's very true. I think that a lot of
people just don't care
now.
They don't care about themselves. They don't care about other people. No, I get that.
Look at it nowadays. You have a bunch of kids fighting, and an adult be standing right there. You think they finna go break it up? Guess what they finna do? They finna pull out their phone and record it, and then send it straight to social media.
That's
well, back in the day,
in the hope of it going viral.
To make money.
Yeah, but back in the day, you didn't have that. You had that parent that was gonna break that group up.
Yeah, I'm one of those parents.
And not only would they break the group up, but then after that, they know who your damn parents are, and they're going to call your damn mom, and then your ass is going to be in a ringer by the time you got home.
Yeah.
So you knew this shit was going to happen. And if you stopped,
by the neighbor,
exactly. You got your neighbors out before you went home. You got your butt whooped at the neighbors, and then you've got your butt whooped at home too, all the way down the line. Right? So,
and you messed up at school. You got whooped by the teacher at school.
Yep. And that's a lot
easier anymore. You can't do that. They can't do that corporal punishment. Hey, Uncle Phil, you can't do that.
You can't do corporal punishment in your own home anymore.
No. I come on in perfectly perfect. I remember my son used to cut up in school because I was a stay-at-home mom. He was spoiled as hell, and so by the time he had to go to school, he was a spoiled rat, and he used to get in trouble every single fucking day. And I used to always get the phone call, "Hey, your son did this, your son did that," and I used to tell the teacher, "Yo, get in his ass." getting his ass. And they were like, because they were always coddling him and baby, and he was always in the principal's office coloring. I'm like, he's not, you're spoiling him. You got to get in his ass. He's like, oh no, we can't do that. And I was like, I will sign whatever paper you need to sign. I will sign. And they were just like, no, we can't do that. But one
legal liability.
Legal liability. But I had some old Southern teacher who got in his ass. Let me tell you something. That next year, he was straight and narrow. He was everybody was like, what happened to him? They thought I put him on some type of medication. And it wasn't none of that. It was just that one teacher told him, like, yo, you ain't playing. I'm not playing that shit in my classroom. She stood her ground and it straightened his ass up. There's nothing wrong with discipline. I don't know why. And I know people take advantage of it. But I mean, kids love discipline. I think all of us do, honestly. Choosen, when you're trying to say something, you gotta call. Okay. All right, so you ready for that? Are you gonna answer? When was the last time somebody advocated for you?
I mean, it's kind of a little daily for me every day with the different jobs that I do.
I love that. So people. Well, I think that's what it is.
I drive trucks. I mean, I do security. I mean, I cook, I coach. So I get advocated pretty much daily.
Right. So I think that's what it is. It shouldn't be a problem if you're a good person. Like when you show and prove who you are, people will advocate for you all the time. It's like customer service. Right? I was surprised. The other day I was on vacation. That's where I've been. I've been on vacation because my grandson and my son came and we had a family reunion. It was about 90 people. And we went to Chick-fil-A and it was so unorganized. And Chick-fil-A is usually known for their customer service. They're like on top of it. They know your name. They're very organized. And it was like the worst customer service I ever had in a Chick-fil-A. And I put it on my Google, Yelp, or whatever the hell it was, and I gave them a horrible review because I was not used to such poor customer service. So of course I'm not advocating for Chick-fil-A because after all, you gave me poor
Exactly.
And so I mean that's why it's so important to just be who you are naturally because people if you have like customer service is always good too. But so is bad customer service, and I'm going to check somebody if now a lot of people just ignore it or have a fight with the customer.
But it ain't too many people that's going to do the good. It ain't too many people that's going to make that good comment. Everybody gonna focus on the bad one. But ain't too many people that's gonna make that good comment like, oh, this was a great cashier, or this was a great waitress, or it's like they gonna just that was their job. They were supposed to do that.
Right, that's what they get paid for. Or even like when you tip people when you go to a restaurant and you tip them, it's like you actually realize how I think they have poor customers. I'm gonna tip. But how much I tip is gonna be the difference because it's like they get $2.75 an hour, and then they gotta split that shit with somebody else, with the people who wash the dishes, the people who pick up the dishes, the people who make the fucking food. So it's just like that means. But I'm the type of person because the other day I went to like Bed Bath and Beyond or Body Works, whatever, and there's always a line there. And I told my mom I was with my mother. My mother's 83 years old, so she can't do a lot of walking. And so I left her up front and I stayed online for like an hour, maybe about 30 minutes because one of those flash sales. When I came back, my mother was sitting in a chair. And I was like, she's just like the lovely lady. She gave me a chair so I could sit. That to me was excellent customer service. They didn't have, hey, Donna, good morning. They didn't have to go ahead and give my mother a chair.
She didn't have to do that.
But she didn't have to do that, but I went ahead and I wrote a letter to the company, and I got her name. Her name happens to be Adrienne too, and I got her name, and I was like, listen, this store at this location, give my mother complete good customer service because they knew that she was an elder lady. She knew she was going to be standing for a long time, and they went ahead.
Well, how many other people would have did that?
Not a lot of people would have done. They wouldn't give a shit because they would have said,
"How many other people would have did that?" Not a lot.
Right, and so she was being.
As soon as would have did something wrong.
Right. Right, exactly. They would have done something wrong. A lot of people would have been, and they would not even gone to corporate. They would have sit there and fought the war themselves. How many times you see people at McDonald's, whatever, fighting the cashier register because they got something wrong? Good morning, Empress. Oh, thank you, Jen. So people do that all the time. They sit there and take it on themselves, and that's how they end up getting pew pew. But then here comes everybody with the video cameras instead of sticking up for the person in the back.
Most people focus on the negative before the positive.
a lot of people always focus on the negative instead of the positive, and that's the reason why I always try to kind of, hey Miss Ann, I always try to focus on that because it's easier sometimes to pick out the bad, especially if you're a pessimist. It's always think of being a pessimistic or optimistic person. Even like when people write in the chat. If I'm a pessimistic person, somebody could put something in the chat and I could be defensive about it because I'm automatically thinking in a negative way about it because I have a negative way of thinking. But if I'm an optimist person, I'm going to sit there and could read the same thing in a positive way. It's all about how we think about things. So being an advocate for somebody who's optimistic could think of it as a good thing. Somebody who's a pessimist could be like, yo, I just want to mind my own fucking business. I ain't gonna get involved in somebody else's stuff. And I think that's what happens. And I think that's what happens a lot in nowadays compared to before, where everybody was in everybody's business. But it was to a point, right? Because we also grew up in there, like you don't let nobody ever don't let nobody outside know what's going on in your home. And now they're saying it's a bad thing. Now I know everybody's business what's going on inside their household, where before people kept that shit quiet. And you didn't know fucking anything that was going on in your household. What stays in this house stays in this house. What happens in this house stays in this house. So is that a bad thing now that people be telling what's going on in the house? Or a good thing? Anybody?
Yeah, because you're keeping everybody in your business.
Keep everybody in your business. And then when people have your business, and not everybody is there for you.
Then when people put their input, you get mad. How you gonna get mad when you put it on the internet? You put it out there.
Exactly.
If you had kept it private,
right,
you would have never even had that situation. But people
I got a
don't
lot of people
understand
that
privacy is power, man.
I got a lot of people who they say I got a big mouth. Oh, you can't tell Adrian anything. She's fucking spills the beans. I don't know how to keep secret. I always tell people, I come with a warning. Like, I'm a snitch. Like, please don't tell me any information you don't want to be repeated because I'm going to probably repeat it because I'm so open and so free with the shit that I go through. It's not a big deal, but other people, it's like, there's some people that you still probably don't even know their real fucking names because they're so fucking private with their information. And then you're going to tell me your real name. And next thing I'm like, yeah, so blah, blah, blah. And then I forget, like, my whole name is on here.
Shit, you understand? Shit, privacy is power.
It is power. And the whole thing is like, well, then if you didn't want you don't want people to know, then why'd you tell me? Don't tell me nothing. Because I don't tell nobody.
Most definitely. Yeah.
I do spill the beans. Nene, I'm a snitch too. I'm just like
Man, if I wanted people to know my real name, should I just post that shit on my TikTok now?
Right, exactly. There be people that be sitting there and like there's people on this app that I've known for 4 years. I don't know your fucking real name. To me, it's not a fucking point. You know what I mean? Because I could just call you your name is not who makes you. But it's just but it's just strange that there's some people.
But I'm saying, like, if we started hanging out outside of TikTok, or you know what I mean, like you end up, coming to St. Louis to buy some food or something, like then you would know my real name.
Right, but don't tell me because then I'll spill it out on the internet because I got a big mouth. I'll be like, yeah, so and so, and they be like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, Choosen. That's his real name. And you gonna probably be like, Adrian, tell everybody my name. Good morning.
I won't want that.
Yeah, exactly. So don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit because I'll be telling everybody about them damn glasses. I'm like, yeah, Joseph. I'm getting you those glasses. No, I actually want to see that damn video.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy when me, you, and Greenhouse was talking about that. The next week or so, they coming out with a newer pair of glasses that are even better than those.
I heard. All right, and let me tell you, and then we're
supposed to drop in August or something.
I bet, and it's probably
but these new ones that's coming out,
and it's probably gonna be more people that
even better, and the videos.
Too, right? Because right now there's only one company that makes them, right? It's only what's the name of it?
It records longer too.
So how long do they record now?
Meta. I think the new ones gonna be like an hour or 2 hours maybe.
Can you imagine? So Charles, when we're talking about those glasses that
I'm wondering,
pictures and do all that shit,
Choosen we talked about them before because you brought them up before, yeah.
I'm wondering
Mhm.
I'm wondering then, since TikTok's going to go down in September because they're going to convert it over to Meta.
Right.
I wonder if you once they convert over to Meta, I wonder if you're going to be able to use your smart glasses to go live like Instagram and Facebook.
That's crazy. But why would you need to? 'Cause why would you need to be recorded if you're already live? Like, how would that work? So if I had glasses on right now, I'm gonna be
Like
recording.
say like you. So like say, for instance, like you're on vacation or something, and you're talking to family on social media or something, you can just go live, and whatever you're seeing, they're seeing on your screen.
That's cool. That is cool. That I can understand, because for you to see me
Yeah.
on a screen, it's like you can see me on the screen without that. Okay, but I get what you're saying, because there was your pictures and your videos were so clear. I mean, and it wasn't even like bullshit quality. Like it was really
Oh,
good
yeah.
quality too of content that you did.
I'm gonna show Charles real
Thank
quick.
you, Nene, for tapping the screen. Beautiful. You have an amazing day. Yeah, show me. I'm gonna make me.
Have you seen them, Charles?
Oh yeah, I've seen quite a bit on him.
No, but did you see Chosen's? Because he went on a vacation.
No, not his. I haven't. No.
He went on vacation.
So all right, I'm gonna show you.
All right, hold on, let me put you in the
So
big
this picture
Hold
that I'm
on,
gonna put up,
Mhm.
this picture that I'm putting up right now, I actually took this picture with my glasses. This is not from my cell phone. This is actually from glasses.
Wow.
That's how clear they are.
Nice.
Now, do you talk to it or you press a button?
I talked to it.
Oh, so you just say take picture and it takes a picture?
Or store recording or ask it anything I want to ask it. What's the weather? You know?
Oh, really? So you could like Google search it?
Yeah. Well, no. So basically, instead of saying "Hey Siri" or something, like you basically just say "Hey Meta," and then it'll start talking to you. You basically just say whatever you want to it. And they also have now with the new update, like for instance, when I was in Cancun, I don't speak Spanish,
Okay.
so they translated for me when I was in certain areas in Cancun, and I wouldn't understand what they were saying. Like my glasses started translating, and it
That's
was basically
pretty
telling me what they
cool.
was talking. Yeah.
I know, and it was no, but then how do you communicate back? Doing it to me?
I mean, you could put it on that setting as well.
So that it will tell you what to say. I love that.
Yeah, it'll basically like revert right back through your glasses. Cause you got speakers on your
Does it
glasses
have
where
an
you can listen to
earpiece?
music, all that. Huh?
So do the glasses have an earpiece, or can you hear it from the frame?
From the frames.
So can anybody else hear it too? Hey, Timon.
Nah, they can't hear your conversation. They can't even
Okay.
hear the music.
Oh, okay. Because I think okay. So you guys have some good ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's very discreet.
I would think so, because like if these were those glasses now, nobody would know because my hair is hiding it.
Now the only way that they would know is like if I turn my light all the way up, and when I go to like flash, like take a picture or like record videos, like the light would be so bright that they would know. But I turn my light all the way down, and so you would never know.
Oh, because why is there a light? Like a flash?
You could turn the flash off, or you turn the flash down.
Never use my flash. Maybe I never use my flash. I don't know how to use. I'm not good at any of this. Technology is not my thing. I don't know nothing about technology. I still won't. I barely know how to still work TikTok, and I've been on TikTok forever. Just trying to figure that shit out.
And you can get them in your prescription and all that.
What? A prescription?
Yeah, you can get them in your prescription for your eyes.
Okay, so
your
you
contacts.
And they're not. I would think they'll be like they're cheaper than an iPhone. Like they're really cheap. I was really
They start
surprised.
off about $350, $400.
Yeah, that's not that expensive. I don't think that's expensive at all.
Nah.
For something to do
Not
all
for
those
as much as it does.
Right, exactly. Because like I said, you get an iPhone. iPhones are what, $1,100-$1,200 every time they come out.
Yeah.
Right, and it's pretty much doing the same because you can make phone calls. So it's Bluetooth. So you could say, Meta, call mom, and it will call your mom.
And they'll start calling.
Oh, I like that. I'm about to get me up there. I'm gonna add that on the list of things that I'm gonna get eventually.
Yeah, man. I love them.
So Charles, what I was telling Choosen or asked Choosen if he did it, I was gonna bring that shit up, right? So
Oh man.
I said, did you ever take videos with him? And he was just like, he's like, yeah, I took videos. I said, no, like when you having smacks, wouldn't those be perfect when you having smacks? And you sit, and I can just imagine having these glasses video recorded, and my legs is all wide open, and you looking down like, what? That's just amazing. Why you giving it to me?
Definitely get first person view, that's for sure.
Man, hey, that'll be crazy though.
Oh, come on, Choosen. You haven't done
That'd
it
be
with your
crazy.
wife yet. You corny. You in cornball. You better go for this with your wife. And you had it from the back because you can't see. If you had it from the back,
Oh,
you
man.
can't see what's going on back there. If you fucking had your camera on, you digging the app like this, you
man.
can see it later and she be all excited. That would excite me.
Man.
Hey, Kels, you look beautiful.
I
You look
see
gorgeous.
it got you excited now.
Oh shit, shut up.
It got you excited now.
I'm so excited. I got Choosen just thinking about it. I'm dead.
Oh man.
I mean, I like that type of shit. I'm nasty as hell. Matter of fact, I was looking through my pictures today, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know I had this picture." All right, sorry. So, now I got distracted. Sorry, Choosen. It was your fault. Good morning, DC. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming
It's
in.
all good.
I know. That's why it'd be hard for me not to talk nasty. I just can't help it. It's just naturally in me. But that's not what we were talking about today. The question of the day was.
No, I damn should use them for that. That's for sure. Just saying.
Would you use them for that, Charles?
Hell yeah, I would.
So Charles, Charles, you got your date this weekend, right?
I ain't saying that I wouldn't
For
use
that
them for
day.
that.
Come on now.
I ain't saying that I wouldn't use them for that, Agent.
I know because you can't tell me shit because remember I was saved. So but the day you used it, okay, send me the video. I would love to see you. Can I say that? Is that appropriate? I want to see you and your wife go at it. I mean, only because I just want to see like the clarity of it. I would just like to know what it looks like. I don't know if that was appropriate or not. Sorry, tell your wife I'm sorry. I do. I'm kind of curious. That's like it was with my friend, right? And I know she don't care because I said it already. So my friend Perfectly Dangerous, right? She has this. She calls it a machine, right? It's a machine that you plug into the wall that does the job for her, right? So I was curious because you showed me the little video of, just the basic video that Amazon has about how it works. But I was like, no, I want to see how it really works. So I sent me a video of it getting done to her. That shit was fucking amazing. I was like, wow, that shit really fucking works. I was probably too much information again. Sorry. But I said it on live before, so I know she's not gonna mind that she sent me the video. But I was like, I need to
Adrian, what's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
What's your sign, Adrian?
I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I'm hot in my ass. I'm fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Why you asking me that, Choosen?
The gal I'm
No,
speaking
just ask. Just
Yeah.
ask. What's up, Nurse Love?
Say that again, Choosen.
This is the gal I'm speaking with is also an Aries.
She's also an Aries. She's also.
No, I
an
was
Aries.
speaking of Nurse Love now.
Say that again, Choosen. He's saying something. Good morning, Lisa. I don't know what he's.
Speaking of Nurse Love.
Oh, hey, Nurse Love. All right, so Charles, you said that you would wear them. I mean, would you send me a video of it though?
Yeah, probably not. No offense to you, and I appreciate. Yeah, I probably wouldn't share that out.
Good morning, full dick joker. All right, well, somebody needs to send me a video, or I could just get them myself.
I would probably do a clothed demonstration, maybe, but
I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see a closed demonstration. I want
wouldn't
to
be surprising that Empress she's your birthday. It doesn't surprise me at all.
Can you imagine eating somebody's punani out? Your eyes, your glasses are recording. You know what kind of full effect? You probably see all up inside her guts. Sorry.
My point though is that I
That's
wouldn't.
what I'm thinking about. This is what I think about. Sorry, I mean, Choosen's thinking about.
Yeah, that shit gonna be clear as hell, boy. That shit gonna
Definitely
be
the
super
first
clear.
person view, that's for sure. That's fun.
Are they waterproof, Choosen? I wonder are they waterproof?
They water.
So so the kind that I have's not, but the new kind is water resistant.
It is what's okay, but what kind? Water resistance like a watch, right? Something like you could just get a sprinkle of it. But if somebody like, what is that called? Gushes, not gushes. What is that called when women just explode with water? What is that called?
Are you talking about
See, like that's a
squirting? Are you talking about squirting?
Right.
that's another picture right there that I took on
That's
the glasses.
Don't see look how clear even the tree, and then you can see like the long distance of it. Look at that. It's so clear with those glasses. Can you just no, Diamond? All right, Diamond, I'll stop. I'll stop being nasty. But yeah, so yeah, look how clear that is. What a great vacation you have.
Yeah,
How
it's
much?
clear.
It's
Oh,
very
yeah.
clear. How often do you get a chance to go on
No,
vacation?
that was. You say how often?
Yeah.
I try to take a vacation every year.
I
I
love
work too
that.
hard to not be able to take a vacation.
And a good vacation, because that's a good vacation.
Yeah,
Hey,
but I mean, as much as I try and take a vacation every year, I try to take my kids somewhere as well so that they can learn different things and different
yes,
cultures.
did you take the kids to this one?
Yeah, my kids went with me.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
I think it's important. You're absolutely right to take your kids on to travel with your children. I know it's a lot of
yeah,
work, right? It's not easy,
oh yeah,
but it's worth it because that makes your kids not
yeah.
whatever. It makes your kids not scared
Minded.
to travel. You know how many adults are scared of
Yeah.
travel who
And
never
I
taken a
mean,
plane, who never been out their state,
yeah,
and it's because these
and
kids
it just helps them think about life and or everything that they have. You know what I mean? Versus
to
going to
appreciate
other
what you
countries and
have. That's one
appreciate
thing.
what they have.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one thing. And then also too to see all the different cultures and how
yeah,
different people live. And I think a
yeah,
lot of times that's a problem is that if you're so used to the same community of people, and I think that's what happens with TikTok too. If you used to the same people of community and you don't out branch, you start thinking the same. Everybody thinks that's why I never knew that people still thought like in the South. Like I didn't realize how sheltered I was until I moved to the South. And then I moved to the South, and because I thought everybody thought like New Yorkers. And then I moved to the South, and it was like a whole different fucking world to me. It was like a culture shock, and I was 30 years old. So,
all right, y'all.
I just
Have a
didn't
good one.
know. Hey, Winston. Oh, Winston. All right. So, thank you for joining the team. So it was like so that's from then I was always an advocate of people living out your state, traveling, getting your kids to live out of state, traveling. So if you open up your mind to different types
Right.
of cultures and different types of places in the United States, we're all different depending on. That's why you could tell that
Yeah.
I'm a New Yorker, right? You could tell Charles is from the boondocks somewhere. I could tell where you're from
Yeah.
too, Charles. It's because
Boondocks
like, it's a culture.
Oh yeah.
When you say Charles,
Yeah, I mean it make kids respect
Boondocks
stuff
somewhere.
way more. Like even my 7-year-old, when she went to Mexico and we was, deep in Mexico, and she was looking at things like, yeah, it's different over here, huh?
especially when you see kids. I remember when I went to Mexico, when I seen like 5-year-olds hustling on the fucking corner for like selling necklaces and like these kids barely just got out of diapers and they already got their parents out there
Yeah,
working them to make sure they get some money to feed their families. And it's like
yeah,
2 o'clock in the morning. My homegirl that I was in Mexico, she was crying. I'm like, why are you crying? She's like, I feel so bad for the little girl who got to see it. And I'm like, that's natural to them. They're used to that stuff. And we're not
yeah,
used to it. But that again
yeah,
makes especially our children, makes us feel appreciative of what we do have. That our kids are 12 years old walking around fucking $1,000 fucking phones. Hey nurse.
yeah.
Hey Diamond. Hi DC. Hi everybody that came in. Thank you for welcoming. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys coming and talking to me. My question of the day was, I did my quiet time this morning, and it was about advocate, right? So like I don't think like and I wonder. You think different cultures advocate for each other more than people in the United States?
I don't know about that. I think they advocate for their own culture more than they do with other cultures.
Yeah,
okay, but I'm
I
saying
would
this
say
because I
own
mean,
culture.
in the United States, it's very. We were having a discussion about how Americans, right? We have a hard time advocating for each other now, right? So, like I said, that video that I saw, the girl was getting beat up by two guys, and everybody was too busy video chatting it instead of just helping out another person, another American get beat up. Hey, Arthur, I saw you yesterday. So,
Yeah.
but do you think like in other cultures, so like say in Choosen, like say in Mexico, when you was in Mexico, if they see a woman getting beat up by two men, do you think other Mexicans will go ahead and jump in, or do they do what we do and get on our phones
Oh
and
hell yeah! I mean
Well,
they gonna nah. They ain't nobody gonna pull out no phones.
so
They gonna break it up or
they're gonna break
stop
it
it.
up?
I don't
Right.
know how much time you spent in Mexico or around Mexican culture, but a lot of things happen physically to their partners, and they're very aggressive sometimes in that culture. So, but they're very family oriented though. So if it's family based, it would be
Yeah.
different versus if it's outside family based, right? So they're very, very, very family oriented, right? Like if
Yeah,
you're
Right.
it
at,
just all depends on the area that you're in,
yeah, it depends on who it
the
is, who's
environment.
around. And there's a
Do
lot of different
American
cultures around the
families
world that
stand up
that's
for each
accepted
other?
too.
Do American families advocate for each other? Each
No,
other's families.
America doesn't advocate for shit pretty much anymore. Really. I mean, let's just be honest.
Exactly.
Unless it's green.
Nothing.
Unless it's green.
Nothing
Unless
at
it's
all.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the trees.
That's it.
And the day you're in
That's
the
it.
tree, or
And
it's
it's
gonna have to do with the paper.
benefiting them.
Yeah,
As long as it's
exactly.
benefiting them, yeah.
That's crazy. So my question of the day, and I know that I don't know if you caught what I was saying. My word of the day was actually advocacy. And how do we advocate for other people? Do we, or when was the last time somebody advocated for us? Like I could talk about when I advocated for people, but it's sometimes very rare because the conversation was like do people advocate for other people anymore? Do people stand up for what is right? Do people sit there and so the word advocate means speaking up for someone else? But a lot of times I've noticed that people don't speak up for each other no more. If they see something wrong, now on this app, I know it's hard. I know with me, I struggle with it. Sometimes.
I guarantee it's 14 people in this live. I guarantee if all 14 of these people was outside and seen the fight, I guarantee out of the 14, 10 of them have their cell phones out, recording.
I believe it too. I believe it too.
It might be the whole 14 that got their cell phones out.
Yeah, they got their cell phones
If
out now.
I'm
She's
part of the
just watching us
14, I
being
know I
nosy.
wouldn't be. I'd be the one right in the middle of it. So, yeah.
That's just the way it is nowadays, man.
But it's
I have
but other
that
couples are
auto.
not like
I
that.
have that. It's like an auto instinct for me. I just automatically get in the middle of it, and I have to for some reason. I don't know why, but it's like an autopilot.
Don't nobody
cavemen
want
do
to
What do you
that?
do?
don't
Why do you
nobody
always
want to
do that?
stand up
You know
for
that's
nothing.
not how I act. You do that Jimmy shit all
Don't
the
nobody
time.
want
Because
to
I don't like
Buddy.
that. I'm a man hater. It doesn't matter.
I know it.
You could be an angel.
don't
I'm gonna
nobody
find
want to
something
stand up
about
for
us
nothing
that you
nowadays,
do.
and like I said, unless it's benefiting them.
That's true too. Again, just simple being a human being anymore is a very different term idea anymore compared to
Actually,
being
what
what
is
we
that?
used to be.
Well, decency. My friend
Yeah,
Chris
Yeah,
that word a lot too.
decency
She's
is
just
very
human
different.
decency. Just be decent to each
yeah,
other, right? If you see like right is right and wrong is wrong. But I can understand how it's harder when when there's masses. When there's a lot of people and everybody's on your ass. It's kind of you in a bar fight and you're the only one and you just sitting there just swinging and swinging and swinging and then now these are with words on the app, right? So it's not like you could just sit because I'd rather just put my hands on somebody than sit there and yak, right? And so everybody's over talking each other, everybody's mute, and you could be so freaking right and you could be defending this person so much, but if the person's not defending themselves or keeps on putting themselves in the line of fire, it's like why am I going harder than the other person? Because that's a lot of times that happens too, right? So I'm over here fighting for Charles. No, you can't. And meanwhile, Charles keeps putting himself in situations where I got to sit there and fight for him.
right.
Yep, exactly. I was
Right.
in a box. I think it was yesterday morning.
and I was agreeing with someone, and they were arguing with me about agreeing with them. And it was like, what in the hell kind of okay, I'm done with this. What kind of a brain foggy, what the hell, no.
I like your cut now.
No, I mean it was basically like a slap in the face.
It really is like a smack in the face. It really is, because I'm over here getting all, and I'm getting beat up. I'm over here getting yelled at, and I can hold my own. But it's just like, but next thing you know, I'm being attacked, and it's not even my issue. It's not even nothing to fucking even do with me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm trying to advocate for the weaker person, and I think so on this app, it's a lot harder because you get a lot of people. Because it's like, so would people do that in the outside world? If it was like in that situation I was talking about, if you see two people or somebody getting jumped, are you gonna sit there and like, no, stop it, everybody, stop, don't, are you gonna fight for that person, or are you just gonna let them get jumped on? Is it safer to jump on people or defend people on this app?
Well, it's safer to stay away from it and just stay in a little corner like we do.
I stay in my little fucking corner.
It's just best to mind your own business.
Yeah, I
mind your own business down the way.
Very rarely.
What's the difference of minding your own fucking business here versus minding your own business in the street?
Because there's a threat of violence in the streets that is not on this app.
But I feel like this app is more violent than the people in the street.
No, because I'm talking about physical.
It's just all verbal.
Yeah,
here's verbal. So you think that verbal?
It's just all verbal.
I guess you can't get unalive for verbal.
I mean, it could possibly get physical, but 90% of the time it's just verbal.
You come up to me, but I'm about to end my live because I gotta go to work soon.
Just little social media gangsters.
Yeah, because I don't think they would be like this outside either. I think they would be minding their own business outside. They don't mind their business on this app, but I think outside, if they saw somebody getting jumped, I think they would sit there with like you said, Choosen, the camera and video record everybody about what's going on, which is which is a shame.
I promise.
All right, so I'm about to go ahead.
A lot of them will probably be older than both of us.
I'm sorry, say that again, Choosen. You said?
I said a lot of them will probably be older than both of us.
Yeah, it's sad. It's that sucker shit. It's that sucker shit because again, and I think it's because what was it, Misery Life Company?
Yeah,
and I think sometimes people feel more important. I feel like I could feel important about myself if I'm getting a box and have to say my opinion about shit, right? It's like those are the type of people that need to be seen. So they're not really advocating. They really don't give a shit about you, Charles. But I'm going to sit here and get in the box and try to defend you or try to put you down because now I'm in the spotlight. I'm getting the attention. I'm going to get recorded. So it's more like it's a selfish.
And you're going to get
You're not really doing it out of the kindness of your own heart. You're really doing it because you of the attention that you're getting from it. It's weird.
Yep. Or you're getting coins for it too and getting paid for it too. A lot of people, they'll get in those boxes just so they can get a bunch of coins.
Yeah, I mean, like seriously, like to me, it's my who I am is way more important than a bunch of coins or money or whatever. Like my character means a lot to me. So when when I have to do
you got some people on her, that's all that matters to them is getting them coins every day.
And that, what kind of character is that? If you had that type of character, you know what I mean? Like that you're so empty inside. You're so ugly inside.
But it's a lot of people on TikTok that's all they come on her for.
Yeah, and what they're gonna do when it's not on here? What happens when TikTok?
Or like some of the people, like some of these people that come on here and get like 10K followers and like 11K followers, and have like. They might be following 8,000 some people, but once they get to that 10,000 mark, then they go back and delete all their followers. They just use them people to get up to 10,000, so they start getting paid, and then they delete all of them.
That's horrible. That's all. Like,
Yeah, but I mean that's what people care about. Like I say, it only matters if they getting something out of it and it's beneficial for them.
Yeah, but if you think is it the money
That's
or
what I
is it
say,
the
man.
clout?
It's too many.
Is it the money or is it the clout though? Because sometimes I feel like people just
It's
want.
the money.
It's the money. Is the money
It's the
that
money.
good?
The money, the content. Yeah.
I think you think you make more money than you chose.
You know, once you get the 10,000 followers, you start getting paid. TikTok start paying you once you get the 10K.
But how much? I mean, like saying, is it getting you get paid? If they get paid a week more than what you get paid, chosen for actually working?
I mean, I
Nobody.
doubt it, but I'm saying I know it's a lot of people on here that make good money doing content on TikTok.
I get it, but okay, I know, and I understand. Some people really make a living off of this. Some people
Yeah.
get their bills paid off of this. I could be,
Yeah,
I could be
it's some people on here that's actually making some legit good money on here.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
are.
what they're gonna do when September comes.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna be a lot of them that's gonna be mad come September.
But you know what?
There's a
Those,
lot
those
of them
type
that
of
quit
people
their
know
real
how to
jobs
hustle
for some
anyway. So
social
they'll
media
just hustle
shit.
something else. They'll just hustle something else because people who know how to get money off of something, know how to get money off of anything. So this app won't be here, but they'll hustle another. They'll have
Yeah.
another hustle going on. Those people are survivors.
They're just hop back on Instagram or Facebook.
Listen, they'll figure something fucking out. They'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead
Snapchat.
and end my live, like I always do when I end my live. I always like to think about something that you are thankful for, something that happened yesterday that you are thankful for. A lot of times, like we were talking before, chosen, we can always think about all the bad things. Oh, my car broke down. Oh, I have to pay this bill. Oh, something happened with my kids. We could always think about the bad things, but think about something that's good. So it's harder to think about the good things. So one good thing that was good yesterday was that I got a phone call from a friend of mine, and he encouraged me about how he's like, you know what, Adrian, you're really good at, like we were talking about being a live host. He's like, you're really good at having conversations. You're really good at asking questions. You're really good at it. And I was very surprised that he wasn't even paying attention. Again, usually people are just looking at my text, and people are not really listening to what the fuck I'm saying. So I was really encouraged and thankful. An encouraging word could go such a fucking long way. So I'm thankful that I got that phone call and it encouraged me yesterday. So tell me something that happened yesterday that you're thankful for. There's no woman, Charles, so you can't.
I'm thankful for just being able to wake up every morning and have my kids and wife.
I love that. I love that. But can you think of something specific? Everybody's thankful for that. I want you to be something specific.
You know, having a job every day.
See how hard it is? It's very hard to think about something very specific. I bet you could think about, I don't know what you could think about. I bet you could think about those glasses. You could be thankful that you got those glasses. And that tonight you about to... Charles, give me something that you're thankful for. Charles, you there? Charles making us coffee.
Did he fall asleep?
I don't think so. Always have a bad service. Hey, Midnight, good morning, everybody, good morning for us. So thank you guys for coming live. I guess I'm going to end because I don't know what's going on with Charles.
Ain't no problem.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's always a pleasure to see old friends coming in my box because they don't be knowing that about fucking TikTok. People, just because I don't hang out with you every day, I'm in the same location, don't mean that I don't fucking know you. And then
I got your notifications on.
Do you?
Well, I got your notifications on for when you go live, so it send me a message basically letting me know you go live.
Well, thank you, Chosen. I didn't know that you could do that. But that's good to know. I love that. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad that you even came in to hang out with us because you could be anywhere else, but you decided to be hanging out with me. Hey, ATL. So thank you so much for joining my live. Charles, I don't know where the hell you at, but you have a great rest of your day, too. ATL, you have a great rest of your day. I love you guys. And I will see you maybe tonight, but I'll probably definitely see you tomorrow morning. Love you guys. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye.
All right.